Also,
such a cool
hello
class.
everyone. Hello
Hello.
everyone, and
Hello.
welcome back. Welcome back.
Wait,
to,
are we streaming?
All right, we've been
We
streaming. A minute
Romary
and a
does
half
this.
now.
He starts it,
Yep.
and then he goes, I just want to catch you guys in your natural habitat.
Exactly. So we're back.
It's so
I know
sweet.
we haven't streamed in a minute, and that's fine. But we're here now.
Mhm.
And we're back with another episode of Open Doors to Twilight. This is episode excuse me, episode 5. And I already have a name in mind for this episode, but depending on what my party decides to do, that name might have to change. So I will refrain from dropping the title until closer to the end.
We're definitely not going to do what you were planning.
Nope.
No.
So
We all have
Um,
an image in our mind of what we're gonna do, and
Or
it's nothing that you want
so
to.
yes, last episode things got a bit hairy,
A bit.
resulting in a temporary death. And everyone's real sad that he's back alive now for some reason.
Fuck you.
I don't think you understand the depth of emotion because
No, I do. No, I do.
Colin were talking about
He
this.
gets it. He gets it.
I get it. We do a little bit of trolling.
We do a little bit of trolling. That
We
is
do.
correct.
So, anyways, shenanigans. Last episode, we saw the party helping Selkie find a very important cloak, which was later revealed to be her skin because she is actually a river spirit called a Selkie, which is a real spirit from real mythology, common in like Scotland and Wales. Selkie were half seal, half human people, spirits of rivers that would basically they would take the form of a human by removing their seal skin, and there are even some myths of Selkies losing that seal skin and being cut off from the water forever because they cannot live in the water without their skin. Anyways, that happened. The skin was stolen by none other than a woman by the name of Seraphine. Someone that the party had bumped into incredibly briefly on their way into the tavern/inn in Gainswell. It was revealed that Seraphine is actually the witch of Gainswell, and therefore the witch of the Gainswell River, as her station. Due to some sort of power grab, let's call it, Seraphine had formulated a plot to become even more powerful by not just maintaining her own station as a witch of the river, but to take the power of the spirit of the river as well. That plot was obviously foiled by our heroes that don't have a group name yet, but that's fine because those things happen naturally. Can't
I
force
feel
something
like we're getting a hint.
Can't force something like a group name. No,
Name
not
your
Nick.
name, damn it.
No, here's the thing. You guys could run this whole campaign without ever picking a group name, and I would actually be totally okay with that because
Until the very last session.
yeah, not every adventuring party in Iadima even has a group name. Like the Twilight Knights that Cora was part of, that was like they had a name. Not every group does.
Yeah, and look what happened to them. That's why we don't name ourselves, guys.
Yeah, don't
Curse.
get too attached. Some of you might die and then get subsequently brought back to life. So yeah, there was a fight, and Lopeg did some real badass shit by yoinking the skin away from Seraphine before she could complete the ritual to usurp its power. And Selkie dove beneath the water with her skin to basically reattach it to herself. The party battled Seraphine's cultist minions, who were very annoyingly force-feeding Seraphine potions before anyone in the party could actually reduce her to 0 hit points. eventually, the party got the clue on that and just sort of realized that we need to dog on Seraphine until she's dead. Everybody sort of did that, but not before, sadly. Core was reduced to 0 hit points and then hit with an attack and then failing a death saving throw, perishing in front of everybody. But not before uttering the last words of, "I am so glad I met you all." And that is sort of where we are picking back up. I
right
don't
in the thick of it. Yay.
I don't think last episode we left the cave just
No,
yet.
No,
no, we
we
were
did
still
not.
staring at him.
Everybody's sort of still processing the fact that Lenora ripped somebody's face off and the fact that Lopeg basically bludgeoned a dead body to a state of unrecognizability. By the way, potential trigger warnings for some of these episodes where we beat the shit out of corpses, and sometimes guys are magically compelled to slit their own throats, and faces get ripped off, and loved ones die, and sad things happen in Eodema. But also very happy, happy things happen in Eodema.
What happy things? What happy
What?
things, Sam?
Yeah, what happy
What
things have
happy things?
happened?
Please tell me.
I made pastries in one episode.
Yeah.
Your
See?
friend came back to life.
Yeah, that's good too.
Lopeg is our light in a dark world.
Our friend did come back to
Now-
life, but at what cost? The cost of none of us
A
ever coming back to
necklace?
life if any of us else did.
We don't know that. It's just a necklace.
That's actually not true. Like, also the Revivify spell, super easy to learn. You
We're
just
not
get
that
a third,
level yet.
We just need
Yeah,
third
there
level
you go.
spells.
get a
which we don't
third level
have yet.
spell slot. Get a
We
third
just-
level spell
We
slot.
just lost.
Oh,
our
yeah, let me
blade.
just
Get there.
Poof one
Okay,
into
sure.
existence.
Can you make me level 7, please?
You get third level spell slots at 5th level, don't you?
Not if you're
He
multi-classing.
multi-classed.
Oh, that's
Yeah, he
right.
screwed
Well,
himself. It's okay.
yeah, that's a summer problem. Anyways, before we jump right back into this sad, sad
I can
role
put
play,
it into a talisman and then give it to Summer because I will have third level spell slots before him.
There you go.
exactly.
There you go.
You go. You can do that as much as you would like to. Now, before we dive right back into this sort of scene, we're gonna turn the clock back a little bit to a time when you were dead, Core.
Yeah. Great.
Is this an afterlife? Are you getting an afterlife vision?
Things
Right?
get quiet, but after getting really, really, really loud as you utter your last words, "I am so glad I met you all." And you die to the sound of your heart beating incredibly loudly in your ears. And while Lopeg might hear that heartbeat stop, you, in your ears, hear it turn into the beat of a war drum.
Oh.
Something reminiscent of maybe a tune your mother used to play on drums back in the day
Mm.
when you would spend time with her, and maybe even something a little bit reminiscent to something that Gunnar would beat on a drum during your nights at camp with the Twilight Knights.
Hmm.
And as your vision goes dark, you feel rest coming on and a sense of sort of, I can finally take a break.
Yeah.
And a sense of knowing that even though you are dead, your friends are going to be fine. And then you wake up and you're in a hallway
Oh.
This hallway is dark, and there are checkered tile floors. And just to sort of give everyone sort of visual, let me pull up a scene for everyone here.
Oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Find yourself in a hallway like so. There are very many doors that stretch down this hallway. And the checkered tile floors below, in some places the tiles don't really match up. Everything is very mismatched here, despite being also very orderly at the same time. It's like marble walls, but
Mhm.
in some spots it's not marble, it's like a granite, and in some spots it's like a quartz or a mica, and doesn't really make the most sense structurally, because this hallway is also not level. At the end of the hallway you can see it curl up one way, and then off of that sort of curve it curves off to the left as well, branching. And there are in some places where there should be a door, there's actually a staircase leading up to another staircase and another hallway, and just sort of a maze of strangeness. Um,
Did Summer ever
you
talk about this before to us?
No, I
Nope.
don't think so.
I haven't talked about it at all.
Okay.
And that beating drum uh is, you can still feel it in your heart, but you can also hear it further down the hallway coming from behind one of the doors. And not it's not creating a feeling in you that's like danger.
Mhm.
It's actually sort of well, you're dead. So
Right.
the beat sounds like home,
Yeah.
a place for your spirit to go.
Yeah, I think instinctually, without even kind of realizing it, Core would definitely move towards that sound. He would
Yeah.
just be sort of carried to it.
Yeah, and you find this door, and it's got this old weathered brass knob. And it looks to be made out of stone, this door.
Hmm.
A big, thin or thick slab of stone with runic carvings
Oh.
in it that look very reminiscent of something that you have seen in the book that Lady Pateria gave you
Hmm.
years ago.
Yeah. I think I would trace my fingers on the runes, um, just deeply resonating with them after years, really, of studying this book. I think something about these runes seem more than just familiar.
Oh, and they do. They seem more than just familiar because you can read them. As you touch this door, a sort of Rosetta Stone, if you will, of
Mm.
the giant language. Um, the knowledge of how to read them flows into you. And as you touch it, you actually also notice that you don't have fingers.
Oh.
You are a spirit. But you don't have a body per se, but you know when you're in a very dark room and you still sort of know where your parts are at,
Hmm.
even though you can't see. And you can feel the grooves as if you are touching them, but you can't see where your body is. It's like a very strong sense of proprioception, which
Got it.
is one of the hidden senses of the body that a lot of people don't talk about outside of sight, smell, touch, taste, and hearing. So the door reads it, and it's sort of like a rough translation because translating giant directly into a language you do know, like common,
Mhm.
is actually it's a little bit more work than what it might seem like. And it's sort of along the lines of it's more of like a sentiment than an actual like set of prose. It's text denoting like a resting place, you know, kin and kith of giants, a warrior's resting ground, an empty throne, just things like that. And eventually your invisible hand finds the doorknob.
Yeah. I again, I think without even knowing what I'm doing, I'm turning the doorknob.
Yeah. And you walk through this door, and you are greeted by a very tall orc.
Oh,
And another person who is even taller, maybe 14 or 15 feet tall, a giant
fuck.
with like flaming red hair that seems to not really set or lay a certain way. Like if you've ever
Mm.
been underwater,
Yeah.
with or
Have
seen
you
someone
ever
with,
been underwater? Have you?
or if
Yeah, like the
I don't-
flowing.
what's funny about that?
You asked if you've ever been underwater.
I didn't ask.
I
It wasn't
don't know.
it wasn't a question. This is called narration, Maki.
I'm sorry.
So moving forward from whatever that was, if you've ever been underwater or seen somebody with very long hair underwater and how their hair sort of just flows around weirdly, that's sort of what this guy's hair does, but it's fire.
Yeah, got it.
And this orc is holding a book and reading from this book, and he looks and he goes, "Ah, Your Majesty. Kind of you
Excuse me?
to..."
Excuse me?
Right. Wait. Hold on. You're His Majesty Cor Gristheim, correct?
Well, I'm not royalty, but my name is Kor.
Oh. Oof. Shit. Disregard that. Spoilers.
Okay.
Spoiler.
No, you're early. Why are you here?
A witch was causing problems, I will say.
Yeah, sometimes they'll do that. Sometimes
They
you will
do.
have that. Well, you're not supposed to be here yet.
Where is here exactly?
So, in the common tongue, it would be called Valahal, right? Sound familiar? Have you ever heard of that? Valahal.
Can't say that I have.
Okay, well, in Orcish, it is also Valahal.
Would I have any reference to this whatsoever? Have I heard?
Go
stories
ahead.
of this?
Yeah, go ahead and make either a history or a religion check.
Okay. I think they're both the same. Yeah, they're both the same. I'll just do history for funsies. Oh, that was pretty good. Pretty good.
Or remember stuff.
Yeah, you know what? I read. I
Yeah.
can read.
Yeah, you have heard of Valahal. Stories your mother has told you of. This is where orcish and giant warriors go when they die, a hero's death.
Oh.
And yeah, you have heard of Valahal. Yeah, you like that? You like that, Rowberry?
So silent right now.
Yeah.
I have my mic muted so I don't interrupt.
Yeah, and the fire giant looks down at you and he goes, "Yeah, you're really early. You are not supposed to be here."
It's like the fire
I love it. I love it.
We're
I
not
love it so
supposed
much.
to be here, dude.
Oh my god.
No, you're really early, and I mean it's pretty chill, cool that you're here, but there's the phrase, there's a time and a place for everything.
You sound really similar to somebody that I know.
Do I?
Doesn't have to
Really?
be a satyr.
Huh?
Do
Is it
do
a
I?
satyr?
I was gonna say Lopeg, but
Oh.
Lopeg's kind of got that like California thing.
Okay, right on. No, you're early, and time and a place for everything, right? Not your time, the right place, just you're not supposed to be here right now. You're well, I guess I can't tell you how early you are because like he said, spoilers. So we're going to need you to like get out of here for a little bit.
Oh,
Forgive my manners, Your Majesty. Or shit. Core, Mr. Grisheim.
right. How does one leave exactly?
Through the door you came through, I guess.
I'm gonna turn around and look at the door. Is it still there? Does it look
Yeah.
different on the other side?
Yeah, it's really just like it's like somebody built a door frame in the middle of the woods.
Oh god. Wow.
And there's just it's just a stone door with the same giant runic carvings on it.
Okay, I'm vibing with you. I see what you're doing there. Yeah, for reference, Maki is posting a GIF from Full Metal Alchemist, the Door of Truth. Cool.
Yes, yeah, there's something similarity, thematic similarity there, but not
Got it.
exactly.
Cool.
But
yeah, no, he'll turn back and be like, so I'm confused.
about what? Maybe I can clarify some things before you get on out of here.
Well, I just there's a lot to unpack here. I don't know how long I have, but
I mean, I think
Go.
you got some time. It's not like anybody's casting holy magic on you or anything right now. There's a it seems like, and he pokes a finger into your forehead, a big finger into your forehead, and he goes, "Oh, looks like an elf is casting spare the dying on you."
would
Who's
that
gonna
even work?
No, I don't think anybody's told him you're dead yet.
Oh,
He keeps doing it a lot. Well, anyways, yeah, you're dead. This is the place that like you go when you die. It's where I went when I died, and I've been here chilling for a long time. But you're
Is
here
this-
too early.
This spirit realm.
Yeah, this is a realm and elsewhere.
Wait,
Yeah.
so hold on. Is Lady Patera here?
Oh, well, not here. The Moth Mother, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, she came through here, like, I don't know, could have been like 20-something years ago.
Oh.
That was the last time I saw her, anyways. And I sort of heard, like, rumblings, like, further down the way. She's, I guess, in jail or whatever. She declared war on a guy she wasn't supposed to declare war on without, like, the say of her.
She's here right now.
Well, not, like, right here.
No,
We're
but
in, like...
she's in elsewhere.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Listen, I don't know you. You seem to know me.
You're in the book, dude.
Okay, I have so many questions about that, but moving on. Could you do me a favor?
Well, that sort of depends, but maybe.
All right. Well, to your best capacity, can you try to help her, please? Or at least let her know that we're coming.
Can I let her know that you're coming? Maybe. I can try.
Well, if you could do that for me, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Right on. Well, hey, if you're asking me for something, I probably better do it. Just because of things that I know that you don't know that I
Okay,
sort of already let slip, but
I
can't
really
talk
don't
about
like this. I
anymore.
really don't like this, but
Well,
we're going to keep going. We're going to keep
What
going.
do you mean? We're friends, right?
Are we?
Why not?
Okay.
Stranger's just a friend you haven't met yet, right?
Again, you remind me so much of somebody I know, but
Oh, oh, shit! You better get back through that door, dude. You got some magic happening. Important magic.
okay.
Get out of here! He'll like
Right.
open the door and sort of push you through. He'd be like, "We'll
Oh,
see you
God.
late. We'll see you later, bro," and shut the door. And then you wake up. This time for real, in your body.
God, you guys are the worst.
It is so fun to do that.
And yeah. Summer is like beating on your chest, casting Spare the Dying on a living person.
It's chest compressions, but each press is spare the dying.
Lopeg, are you still curb stomping a dead woman?
When he first woke up, I was. Someone told me that he was awake. I can't remember who it was. I think it was
The spirit.
Selkie. Yeah.
Water spirit did. Yeah.
Yes. And Selkie will see Kor's eyes open and be like, "Oh shite! He's alive. There's magic in your pendants."
He's gonna look down and see that it's seared into his chest now.
Yeah, the symbol of a moth is sort of tattoo burned into your skin.
I think just like he did with the runes, he's gonna trace it with his finger.
Yeah, and as you trace it with your finger, you get that whiff of what Lady Patera's magic smells like.
Hmm.
That sort of like smoky petrichor smell.
Very cool. No, yeah. At this point, he's super disoriented, and I think I said last game he Core's under the impression he did that to the body, not Lopeg, because Lopeg would never do that.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lenora's hands are just covered in blood from ripping
Yeah.
his face off.
Lenore,
Yep.
he believes. He's like, "Yep, that tracks."
Yeah, everybody's hands are covered in blood. Like, there's blood pouring from Lopeg's knuckles. There's blood under Lenora's fingernails, all up her forearms and down her hands. And Summer has, as he was doing chest compressions on somebody who was stabbed to death in the chest, was spraying blood all over himself doing so. So there's blood all in his white hair and on his white robes, and his hands are bloody, and everything's sort of a bloody mess right
Good
now.
thing we're going back through water.
Yeah, you'll get a and
Not again.
Selkie will just sort of calm everybody down to the best of her abilities.
Good luck.
Mr. Summer, he's alive. He's alive.
Oh, we had said that once Core kind of sat up, Summer was just hugging him, like holding on to him really tight.
Okay, well, he's all right. All right.
Lenora is going to go check on the witch's body as
Mush.
best as she can.
Mush.
Dead.
I
She
know
dead.
she's
No roll.
dead,
No roll
but what it-
necessary.
but what is on? Like, what does she have on her?
She's got a cloak.
Hamburger.
She's got a dagger, and she's got her little spellcasting focus. You see out from under her cloak a spider that you assume was probably previously a familiar, but is now just a regular spider again with no magical abilities. Scurries out from her cloak.
This music.
I'm gonna go ahead. Stop.
Yeah, can we change the music? It's making me very distracted.
Turn into a parlor all of a sudden.
So I think that because I think we talked a little bit about how Lenora's gonna need to find a replacement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would there be any sort of identification on her that I could get off of her? Like, there's nothing that she has on her that like is like, I'm a witch, and this is what I was doing here.
Well, let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
Do you have anything on you that basically
No.
is like, I'm a witch?
I need a witch certificate. Everyone needs a
Well,
witch certificate.
You need a
Well,
broom. A
So
witch's broom.
those don't exist.
Yeah, I know. I
Brooms
was
do.
asking.
So no, there's not. There's like a couple receipts in her cloak from eating dinner at the one fancy restaurant that I named that I don't remember the name of.
Yeah, I remember though.
The
Okay,
Riverside.
so
The Riverside. That's what it was.
Lenora's just gonna leave that be then. She's gonna just look over the body and kind of dig through her cloak and stuff and find nothing, and just kind of sigh and walk away from it.
Mm-hmm. I know it's a little bit soon, but Miss Lenora, you're the nearest witch to a witch with no successor having passed away. And sort of the station sort of needs to be upheld.
Yeah. No, I know.
I can help you look for a replacement witch.
I think that would be helpful since I really don't know anyone.
Right. Well, I sort of don't either, but I can at least I can at least feel through the ley lines strong connections to my magic and the magic of the river.
Is there really no one? This is such a
She
mess.
she never took an apprentice, probably because she planned on taking absolute power over the river and its magic.
Well, yeah, we can figure that out
You're
once we get
all,
back to town.
yeah, and I suppose we can't go looking or running back into town looking like we look. Here and
Is no one gonna ask questions about where she went? Like, how do we explain this to anyone?
oh,
I don't
well,
really think
we
we
can.
need to explain anything to anyone. Why would we be the ones to explain it? We have no connection to her.
Right.
Because a witch, she points at herself, comes into town, and then all of a sudden, the resident witch goes missing.
Who knows you're a
Well,
witch here?
yeah, so that's a fair point. I was going to ask, did you introduce yourself as a witch to anyone?
No.
Did actually.
Wait, what?
We may have
We
mentioned.
were drunk. Damn keen mind. I can remember everything.
And who did you introduce her as a witch to?
I believe it was the archer person, and also I think the barkeeper.
Why? Why would you do that?
The barkeeper, Holden.
I believe that was his name. Yes.
And the archer? The Carney?
Yes.
Oh, well. Everybody sort of knows that his judgment's not really.
Also, we were
Like-
very drunk, so maybe he just thought it was drunk ramblings. But
Totally possible. I mean, he never was the sharpest tool in the shed. He handed a bow and arrow to a blind man.
we shot him, so he probably remembers us.
Oh. Right.
Well, Lopeg shot him.
Listen, let me handle that sort of thing. It's sort of been a long time since I interacted with the town at large, and
How long do you have before? Ugh, how long do we have to find a replacement?
let me sort of. I don't know. Maybe longer than a day, shorter than 3 days.
Okay. So I need to find a witch who is capable of taking this position in days.
Well, witchcraft is so confusing because it's like, oh, you're a very powerful witch when you're the witch of a notable station, but also you could really just be, even just a little girl could be like very connected to this kind of magic and be like ready to be a witch with mentoring. She could take the station even.
But I
Right
don't have
away.
anyone to mentor. I don't.
We could try posting it on the local job board.
You don't need to
I
necessarily.
don't think that's really something you post on a.
That's
I don't
not.
know.
Okay.
Lenora,
Why don't we
Lenora.
please no?
And we have
I-
Lady Patera. So
No,
we
we
don't have
don't.
3 days. Well, no, we don't have 3 days.
Oh, let's just go back. I just want to go back. I want to
Hold
sleep.
on. Here. And she waves her finger around and prestidigitates the blood and viscera off of you.
Yeah, literally, I think Lenora would be putting her fucking hands through her hair and
Oh,
like
yeah.
getting blood
She's
all
like,
over her hair.
and the whole time Selkie is like, oh, watch, all right. And then she prestidigitates like a swirl of water to wash over everybody. Last session, did I level you guys up to 3?
You did.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Hmm.
So everybody has their fun junk.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
We can't do anything in the condition that we're in. I say we go, try to get some rest. Try is the key word, and decide what we're doing after we're slightly clearer mind.
right. All right. Do you need help swimming back through?
Yes.
May not be a bad idea for all of us.
All right, I can, now that I have my skin back, I can sort of move the current out of the way and we can walk.
Oh,
How's
thank
that?
God. Yes, please. Yes.
All right. And Selkie parts the water in this grotto and opens a sort of tunnel through the water that you guys can all walk through back to the shoreline north of town.
Of course, gonna lean on Lopeg for support. Just be silent.
She takes you back to Gainswell, and on the way back, she talks to you, Lenora, and says, from what I know, I think I understand you're sort of dealing with like there was a lot that sort of happened in this last
Yes,
span of
just tell me what you need to tell me.
few hours. Longer than a day, shorter than 3 days. You don't have to do the mentoring.
Okay.
The station of the Gaineswell River is not something like the station of Twilight and Mystery. Okay? It's not as pivotal that whoever we select as the next witch receives the level of training and knowledge that you would receive once your training is also complete.
My worry is that what if something like this just happens again? We just pick someone and then
It's not just picking someone. Or I can feel when various individuals have connection to my magic. So it's less of just picking someone and more of selecting one from a lineup of 3.
Okay. I can do that.
And
Or I can
I'll-
help you.
yes, we can help each other. How's that sound? Now let's go get you some rest. And just let me deal with the explaining of Seraphine going away. It's been a little bit too long since the town knew that I was the spirit of the river.
I'll let you handle that.
Right. Now, off to rest with a lot of you. And again, thank you. So very much. I know you've sacrificed for me, and it's something that I as a person and as the spirit of this river will never, ever forget.
It's really no problem.
It's... Don't downplay what you've done.
Mm.
Mr. Gristheim, you're a hero.
I
You're all heroes.
don't know about that, but thank
Well,
you.
I do. Well, I do. I'm alive. I'm alive. And an evil witch didn't take control of a major waterway in this land because of you four. It's because of you four that I'm alive. And it's because of you four that Gainswell will continue to prosper. Thank you.
I just wanted to do the right thing.
And the river will thank you forevermore for your obligation, or your sense of obligation to do the right thing. You're a good man. You're all good men. And a good woman.
I will just wake me up in the morning, early as you want. It doesn't matter.
Right. Yes, rest, and I'll begin the search and I'll announce myself to the village. And you guys are walked back to the inn tavern.
Where there's only 2 rooms connected by a door.
There's not only 2 rooms connected by a door, it's the only 2 conjoining rooms
Yeah,
were
we chose
available. Yes.
this. Did he kick someone out for them?
Yeah, well, he was supposed to be checking out. He was just late to check out. And as you walk in, there is one person you recognize, and another person that you don't recognize. Okay. Boom. You see this man.
Legolas.
No,
Damn.
but Lopeg, you would know that he is a wood elf.
Hell yeah.
Oh, did he
And
die? Did I die?
Huh?
What?
what?
What's up?
I'm dying. My internet died.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's back now. We're good.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. And he is with a little girl who looks to be maybe 14, 13, 14.
Oh my god, I can see all the NPCs.
There's
Oh
so
no!
many. There's so many.
Close out of that. Close out of that. Close out of that.
Close.
Shit.
Spoilers.
Shit.
You're
There.
lucky I don't remember anything ever.
That's not true, dude. You remember so much shit. And he is with this girl, and it seems that he is trying to procure lodging again. From Holden, the barkeep. And for those of you who don't remember, oh, it's not Holden. Holden is a different guy that you guys don't know yet. Brune, Oakenshield.
That's right. Yeah.
So Brune and this elven man are talking to each other, and he oh shit, what voice did I give Brune? Anybody remember Brun's voice?
I cannot tell you. I'm not
I
even
suppose
good
I'll
at
just narrate their conversation. Oh, my internet might be dying.
Oh no.
Shit. Okay. Anyways, can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. I just
Yes.
can't. The cameras are sort of flipping out, so I'm gonna turn mine off. So Brun is looking at this elven man and is like, basically, listen, last time I gave you a room, you were late to check out and you didn't even pay the full amount. Why should I give you one now? And this man says, it's imperative that I find a safe place for this girl. And
We overhear this.
yeah.
Summer is just gonna quietly walk up and slide 4 gold over to the guy and look over. We took your rooms before, so here, I'll pay for his new room.
Holy shit, you're way overpaying.
Well, I don't want him to overstay and get kicked out again, so
Right.
however much this will buy him.
And this man turns to you and says, "Oh, an elf. It's a good thank you, sir.
Don't mention it. It's fine.
What might I call you?"
Summer Rain.
It's very nice to meet you. My name is Soft Footfalls on a Mossy Forest Floor. But you can just call me Moss.
All right. You have a good night. I'm very tired.
Yes, I apologize. I do seem
no,
to be
it's-
keeping you.
It's all right.
Be well.
Summer seems very like elsewhere right now.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, be well. The rest, you look like you need the rest. Thank you again. And he'll get the key from Brun, and he'll walk with this young girl, who will look at you, and without speaking, she will move her lips and do sign language to say, "Thank you very much."
I know sign language.
You have keen mind, and you have
6
Like
different
what?
languages.
22 intelligence,
Yeah.
right? Just give me
Yeah.
a straight up intelligence roll to see if you can figure out all of sign language from watching this one sentence.
Oh no.
Nope.
Nope.
And yeah, Moss will sort of notice that you're not getting it and be just she's saying thank you.
No problem, really.
And they sort of follow you guys because the rooms are all in the upper level, and he lets her into the room, and he sits outside. He sits outside the door, crisscross applesauce on the ground, leaning back up against his own pack. As you guys go into rest.
What's the sleeping arrangement that we have here? 'Cause we
I
have
don't
two
know.
rooms.
So you got 2 rooms, right?
Yeah.
There are, in one room, there is just a queen size bed. And then in the other room, there are 2 queen size bed.
Yeah, the one room was for Lenora. We discussed that.
Yeah.
Once we enter the room with the 2 queen sizes, I'll see the 2 beds, and I'll forcibly push Core onto one of them and be like, "You're taking this one. No, Peg, you can have this one. I meditate when I sleep, so
I don't need it. I
You
have
too.
I have a shell.
fair enough."
Meditate, comfort.
True. All right. Is everyone good? Do we need anything before going to sleep?
Lopek's just gonna give a thumbs up and retreat into a shell.
Core's gonna look at Summer.
Are you all right? Do you need anything?
I do, but I don't know if this is the right time. He'll nod to Lopeg, kind of give you a quizzical look.
Summer's like, normally it's a bit of a weird reaction from him because normally Summer would be like, what? And like try to dig deeper into it, but he's just kind of, he seems spaced out. All right. Take as long as you need. Fuck you, Robert.
And oh, nope, sorry.
No, I'm gonna. I need a drink before I go to sleep, so I will be up in a few minutes. I'm gonna grab a nightcap, and Summer will head downstairs.
Yeah. If Lenora's alone in that room,
What, is she gonna spiral?
yeah, give me a second. Let me roll.
Hold on, I will be right back.
Yep. Oof. That's rough.
Hey Summer, how much money you got?
Enough.
Infinite.
So much money
Infinite
from
money.
Sugar Mama.
I don't even have that much. No, I actually don't have any money from her. This is all money that I've made from
I just want to compare.
currently 70 gold.
Nice. Damn, you're pretty rich.
800. 800 gold for Lopez.
70,
Something like
70 gold and 9 platinum.
Nice.
I forgot about the platinum. Yeah, you have a lot from your land that you made.
I missed something. What happened?
We were just comparing gold.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
So I rolled an 8.
Okay.
So
For what?
to save my soul from right now. So Lenora is going to. She's not looking for anything in particular, but she's going to tear this room apart.
Okay.
Would I hear her tearing the room apart?
Oh, she's not being quiet about it. That's for
Okay.
sure.
Now, are you tearing this apart while screaming and crying, or are you
No.
tearing this apart while silent?
I'm just like moving furniture around, looking under the bed, looking under the mattress, looking out through all the drawers, looking behind the dresser. I'm not looking.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't find anything that would be like
No.
bad.
And where is Corvus?
Oh yeah, she was following. She is perched outside your window, tapping her little moth antennae against the
You can barely hear it. It's just
yeah, it's like the smallest like.
I'll open the window for Corvus.
Hey.
I need you to go check on everyone. And
Okay.
I can't stay in here.
Yeah, what about you?
What do you mean? No.
Go
No,
check
no.
on everyone. What about you?
I think at this point he's
Do
course
not project onto me.
heard
Stop.
what's going on in this room, and I'm making my way over to the room.
Don't do this right now, please.
Don't do you. Who's projecting?
Lenora, what are you doing?
Oh, I was just
She was gonna send me away to go check on everybody else so she could self-destruct in here.
No.
That sounds about right.
That's not what I was doing. I was looking and making sure that everything in here was just fine.
Core's gonna walk over and say, "Shut up," and give you a big hug.
She like does this thing where she's like holding her arms out like and
Just fucking hug him.
she
This is Corvus.
I know. She hugs you back. Can I just Oh my gosh. And I have no spell slots.
Yeah, I know you have no spell slots.
Listen, Core, I'm just trying to process everything, and I don't think I can stay here in this room. I need to sleep, but
What's wrong with
Understand.
the room? It's a bed. And 4 walls with a door and a ceiling. And a window.
Yes, you're describing the room quite well, Corvus.
Would you rather go sleep on a bench beneath
Honestly,
a
yes.
tree? Why would you do that to yourself? You don't have to suffer more than you already have. You don't have to self-inflict more uncomfortability.
This, for the past year, what have we done? Do you
You know what I
remember how
think?
many hotel rooms we've been in? And
I
I
do.
think.
And I
I
thought they
think.
were always better than being outside, or perhaps being on a mountaintop, or exposed to the elements. And I always thought it was better to be with the boys than with not the boys.
not the boys.
Lenora, I think we've both suffered enough.
I'm not saying I'm gonna go sleep outside. I'm just saying. And what happened to you?
Well, you're not gonna like this. I'm not entirely sure, but what I do know is that whole experience gave me a sort of clarity. And I'm done suffering. I don't want or need to be this idea of a person that I think people want me to be. I want to be who I am. And who I am is free from the suffering.
Well,
And I want that for you too. And he's actually, at this point, going to start crying a little bit. Just holding you.
don't. I've. It's gonna be alright. I mean, everything's going to be fine. I will find a new witch, and we'll leave this place, and we can go home if you want. Whatever you want.
Lenora, what do you want? Aren't you tired of living for other people?
I don't see how I have any other choice.
Well, death has taught me anything. We always have a choice. We all have burdens that we have to bear, but we can choose how to bear them. I just want you to remember that.
We're going to actually put a pin in that scene real quick and cut to Lopeg in his shell.
Oh, hi.
How is Lopeg feeling,
Hello, Peg.
and what is he thinking?
Lopeg is working on blocking out all the emotions that he felt and the whole memory of it all.
What if you were to paint a word picture of like what it looks like inside Lopeg's mind when he blocks something out, what does that look like?
The scene from Frozen. Suppress, don't feel.
Kind of him just like focusing on literally anything else. So for this one, he'd just be thinking about cooking. Just all that baking stuff, and maybe some supplies that he might need for this journey ahead, or maybe some cooking equipment he could get brand new. Thinking of what he's going to make the next day. Maybe he should make something tonight. Who knows?
And you think about how when you were in town earlier and doing the carny stuff, you could smell and hear things. You could smell restaurants all around, you could smell street food, and you could hear the clinkety clang of like a store that sells flatware and cookingware. You could hear people hustling and bustling inside and out of shops, change clattering in their, coin purses, and conversations of people talking about, oh, this new pot and pan set that I got, and oh, this dish over at the riverside is to die for, and
What
yada yada, this, that, and the other thing.
what time of day was it when we got back to the tavern?
When you got back, it was like late afternoon. Like the sun is starting to look like it's going to be setting soon. So like 7 p.m.
Lopeg's gonna
Ish.
sneak out.
Okay,
Is,
stealth.
is there a window?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try to climb out the window.
You're not a rogue.
You can go
High
ahead.
dex.
No, I don't.
He's a
I'm
monk.
strength.
Um,
I'm
Yeah.
strength-based monk.
Oh, you're straight. Oh, because it's shell. You don't need.
Yeah,
dex.
uh,
You don't take falling damage, do you?
I'm pretty sure that beats the next highest passive perception nearby. So yes, you get
I still go so
Um,
far.
you go out the window.
I'm going to go look for a bakery.
Yeah, I mean, with the festival happening still, and not a lot of people being much the wiser of the events of the last few hours, you can sniff out multiple little bakery stands of pastries. Would you like to use your headband to maybe see exactly what sort of pastries or bakeries are available around?
Oh no, I can sniff these out.
All right. There's a Yeah, actually, give me perception with advantage.
All right.
At advantage. Okay, 17, still pretty good. The DC was not incredible for that one. There's a little stall selling like croissants and little bread loaves and rolls. There's like almond croissants, like a currant berry, blackberry croissant. There's a blueberry croissant there. Some focaccia bread, and just some basic little dinner rolls, some hot cross buns, and
Mhm.
you actually see the bard Eamon Greer at a
You don't
stall.
see anything. He doesn't see nothing.
Sorry, no, you smell
Familiar smell.
a familiar smell of like a bard, and you remember him being like sort of smelling like the woods, but also like perfume. Just like a lot of aroma happening. He's nearby.
Before we
And
do that, I'm gonna get some of that loaves of bread. Hey, how much for a loaf of bread?
just I'm pretty sure that a loaf of bread is actually just a copper piece.
A copper piece. Okay, that's. If I were to use my money for this, it'd be 1 copper. How many loaves of bread do you have?
Well, are you sort of worried about like change?
Well, I'm just. I can smell you have a lot of food here. How much? How much do you have actually? Like, I'm guessing there's a few loaves of bread I can smell. Smell some pastries.
Yeah, we have about 6 of the almond croissants left. Those are 4 copper apiece. We have the blackberry and currant croissants. Those are 3 copper apiece. And the blueberry ones, those are 2 copper apiece. And out of all of that combined, we have about 24 copper, and then we have another 5, so that's 15, so 39 copper. We have 11 loaves of bread, so that brings us to 50 copper. And plus the blueberry ones, we have 5 of those, another 10 copper. So 60
I'm just gonna hold up a
copper.
gold. Will this be enough for everything?
Oh,
Well, everything at your stand. I want it all. Just throw it into a basket.
yeah. Yeah, we'll even yes. And you can have a basket too.
Oh, thank
And
you. That's generous.
here, I have a little bit of. Do you want a bag of leftover flour?
You know what? Yeah, let's do a bag of leftover flour. I can put that to some good use.
Oh, are you a baker as well?
I've been known to dabble a little bit.
Oh, what? So what sort do you do? Do you like?
I like to make pastries, really.
Oh,
I like to make like turtle claws, berry danishes, muffins sometimes.
oh, I love a Danish.
They're really
I
good.
don't. I could never really nail down like the consistency, the flakiness of what a Danish was supposed to be. The croissant was as close as I could get.
Well, yeah, I
But
mean, you got to make sure that it's thin. The thinner, the better for if you want really flaky.
okay. Is it? Do I need to? Is it sort of a different ratio with the ingredients than the croissant would be?
Yeah, it takes some trial and error. It took me 2 days to perfect the recipe, really. But it was hard work.
She sort of does a right. Well, if I guess I'll just try a little bit harder.
Do you want this bag of flour that you gave me so you can keep trying so you don't have to buy more?
Yeah, I didn't want to undersell you because this stuff doesn't add up to
I smelled it
gold.
from clear over that way. It smells incredible. It's worth a gold. You really should up your prices. Maybe start selling some exclusive stuff maybe, but keep it low enough for everyone else to buy too though.
Right. Okay. And exclusive, like a shop special
Yeah,
pastry.
like a pastry of the day.
Oh.
I mean, not today, but maybe when I come back another time, I could bring in one of my turtle claws and teach you how to make a turtle claw.
Well, how long are you in town?
I don't know. It could be a day, maybe 2.
Okay. Well, I'll be here tomorrow, and I'll have to close down my stall for the rest of the festival because I have to bake more.
No, go
But-
enjoy the festival. You've got
Oh.
money now, right? Just listen. There's some other bakers here. They've made stuff. You could purchase some of it, sell it tomorrow at a markup price. Then you can spend tonight celebrating.
But
Lopeg needs to sell a book.
well, that's not why. Okay, I appreciate that. It's good business advice, truly. But I don't bake because I want to be rich off of it. I bake because I love it.
That is the
And if
best
I'm
reason.
going to sell my pastries, I want to sell them because I made them.
That's a good way to live your life. You should
I-
try that more often in all regards.
I thank you. Here, and she puts all the breads and pastries. She wraps up the pastries like separately in like different folds of paper, and sets them neatly in the basket for you. And she goes, I think I'm, at least for the rest of the evening, I'll enjoy the festival, but I want to I do want to get back in the into the kitchen and bake a bit more
That's fair.
as well.
Uh,
Probably do that tomorrow. You seem like you know what you're talking about and a lot of what you're doing. If you have time to potentially come around tomorrow,
Absolutely. I
help.
see where you're going. Yeah. Listen, I don't know what my friends have planned tomorrow, so I can make it work. I can come
Okay.
out.
I usually start from here. If you take blind. Hand me your hand.
Okay.
She takes your hand and she presses a finger into it, and if we're right here
Uh-huh.
and you're looking towards me, you need to go this way. She traces left,
Okay.
and there's going to be a street on the right this way, but go past that street down the next street.
Okay.
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 So 2 streets down on the right.
While she's giving me directions, I'm gonna keep. What does she smell like?
Give me perception at advantage. There's a lot of smells happening here.
There is.
She smells like
Country
flour,
fried
but
chicken.
it's sweet. She smells like sweet pastries, like a little bit of honey, flour, and like milk.
Biscuits.
And there's like a hint of like something floral in there, like maybe like a little bit of lilac or lavender or honeysuckle, something like that.
Okay. Lopeg's gonna
Um,
activate his blindfold while she continues to talk to him.
Okay. I don't have art for this woman.
You're good.
Because I invented her today.
I figured.
So she is she's short. She's like maybe 5'2". And she's got like a short crop of like a dark brown, very curly hair. And she's got darker skin, sort of like not as dark as her hair, but like a dark tan.
Okay.
And she's got this apron on and is covered in like flour and like different sweeteners and like fillers that are stained all over her
Signs of a
smock.
good baker.
Yeah. And like as she's tracing, you can see like a little bit of her fingernails, flour just stuffed under all of her fingernails and everything. And she goes, and my bakery's right down there. I like to start early, like typically before the sun comes up, but whenever you have the time.
I'll be there.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. What was your name?
Oh, I'm Lopeg. What's yours?
Lopeg. My name is Hilly.
Hilly. I like that. That's an interesting name. I don't think I've
Thank
ever
you.
met a Hilly before.
It's short for Hildebrandt, but they call me Hilly.
I like it. All right, Hilly. I'll remember that.
Yep, and Hilly's Hot Pastries. Two streets down on the right. Left from here, 2 streets down on the right.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have my friends make sure that I'm awake, and I'll get there before the sun's up, and we'll
Thank you,
bake a lot of pastries.
Thank you, Lopeg.
But
it was like-
before I go, is there an orphanage in town by chance?
Yeah, there is.
Since I mean, you don't really have any more pastries to sell because I kind of bought you out. Could you take me to the orphanage?
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure. Are you hoping to adopt or?
Oh God, no. I am in no status to adopt right now.
Oh, well, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to be like. I guess I'm being nosy. Yeah, I can take you there.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
It's this way. If here, and she'll take your hand and lead you to sort of like the south central side of town, where there is a tall building just right alongside the river, where like a dock sort of wraps around the bottom edge of it, or a boardwalk sort of wraps around the bottom edge of this building, and it's maybe two stories tall. Um, uh, like geographically and structurally, yes, but yeah, she takes you to the orphanage, and yep, this is the orphanage, the Hands for Gainswell.
Well, that's a good name. I like that.
I thought so. I guess I never really thought about it. It is kind of a good name. Well, I'm probably going to. Do you want me to stay? I don't want you to get like lost or.
I don't want to burden you. I mean, you got pastries you want to cook. There's the party you got to go celebrate. I'm really not doing anything interesting here.
It's not even. It's not even. The sun's not even setting yet, and the festival goes all night, really.
Oh,
But
well, that's good to know. This is my first time here.
I mean, well, then I can't leave you by yourself.
Okay, I mean, you can come in with me then.
All right. Sure. Just okay. We. This is gonna sound sort of awkward when I say it because, anyways, we'll just have to make it very clear that we're not like a couple looking to adopt a child together.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. How do we make sure we don't look like that?
We can just tell. We can just tell them.
Oh, yeah, we could just do that, huh? That's a lot better. That's a good idea.
Wait. I mean, Wait. Do we already look like?
Well, I don't know. I can't see us, do we?
What's happening
I
right now?
I haven't. I mean, the only other couples I've known is my friend Lenore's parents and my friend Summer's parents. And I think Core's parents. That's really the only couples I know. I don't think we look like them. No, one was tieflings, one was an orc, one's an elf.
Lenora's
They're
parents
human.
Or
are
they're
just
normal.
regular humans.
They were regular people. I
They're
mean,
normal.
Lenora is anything but normal.
Oh, well, okay. I guess. Yeah, let's go inside. And we're going to put a pin in that scene, and we're going to cut to Summer down.
How could you put a pin in that scene? Wait, excuse me?
Yeah, this is what we do.
Gives me time.
And then we're going.
You gotta edge
We're
the
going to
audience.
Wait, so we're going back to the Core and Lenora thing? No.
We're going down, down, down.
By the
By the
river.
river.
Oh, different songs.
Yes.
Where our resident sad boy, yeah,
I'm not a sad boy.
is
Fuck you guys.
kicking around in the sand on the river's edge.
Thought he went to go get a drink.
I said I was going to go get a drink. I was not going to go get a drink.
He
I
lied.
lied. I lied.
First time you've ever lied.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
He didn't want
He's
anyone
gonna-
coming with.
He's gonna feel guilty later.
Yep.
He'll bottle it up.
You're down. You're by the river's edge, and you are by yourself.
I'm gonna pull out the book that Ember gave me. That's the Druidic book.
Yes.
And I'm going to open it up, and I've read through the book 50 times, and it never really made sense to me how, because he's a man of science and math, and the book was more about emotion and heart and connecting to nature, and it was never something that he really could wrap his mind around. But after the events and everything took place, something kind of changed in him, and he's going to begin by drawing a druidic circle in the beach sand. It'll take him some time, 30-40 minutes to get it perfect because he's a perfectionist.
Yeah.
And then when it's done, he'll go and walk into the river up to like his ankles, and he will call out to Silky.
What is your passive perception?
16.
You don't see her right away, but you do hear behind you a twig snap, and Selkie, who has already been sort of wondering what you're up to by yourself out here, and she goes, "Oh, shite! Hi, Summer. You're by yourself and calling out to me magically."
Yes. Hello. This was something I felt needed to be done alone. I would like to Mm. I would like to commit myself to nature, and from everything I've read in this book, and I'll hold up the book, it is required that a spirit is witness to such a step, a promise. So
Right.
I would like it if you would be such a witness for me.
Sure. I'm witnessing you now, aren't I?
Yes. I,
And it sort
I
of sounds like you've already said the thing.
I guess this is all very new to me. I'm always more of a science man, and all of this is emotion and heart, which
Which is science, too. It's just a different kind of science. You sort of change your perspective on it. At the end
I'm
of the day,
starting to
there's...
see that. Yes.
At the end of the day, the heart beats because of, electrical pulses and magic that flows through the body, and there's science there, and there's science in the way we feel, cause and effect, and the way that nature happens. Sure, it's very deeply magical, but that's all science too, isn't it? Perspective, Summer Rain.
Yes.
It can still be science.
I've always had a fascination with the stars and the sky, and while I am still unable to reach them at this time, the water reflects what I love so dearly.
And so it
So
does. And she snaps
I
her fingers, and you can see the ripples along the river stop as it turns
oh,
to glass. Now, try reaching out. Touch him.
Summer will just kind of reach towards one of his favorite stars that is this supernova that is one of the smallest but also one of the hottest and most dense stars that he's been able to do research on. And he'll kind of reach out to touch it in the water.
And you touch, for the very first time, you touch a star because something very deeply magical is happening here. Because Summer is committing himself to the natural magic, the ways of druids, and a nature spirit has asked him to commit and is witnessing his commitment. And as he makes that connection, the feeling of the stars being closer when they reflect in the water, that feeling that's there. He knows, Summer knows in his mind, the stars are not actually in front of him because it's just a reflection of the sky that is so far away. However, that feeling and the magic of that feeling and the way that druid magic works bypasses the actual reality of things. And as you reach down into this river to touch this star, you pull the star from the river, and it condenses in this weird thing of light, but also water, and it's almost like it doesn't have like a solid form. It's like very fluid, but when you grab it, it is solid. And Selkie looks at you and she goes, "See? You've done well."
Summer will, like, cupping this water star, will bring it close to his lips and whisper, "Please give me the strength to protect them.
And
Please don't allow this to ever happen again. I beg you.
Your what do you imagine Summer's druidic focus would be or look like?
I felt like a crystal, a focusing crystal that he would use as a lens to look up at the stars.
The star in your hand changes its shape against your lips and becomes a bit of like it's like a telescope. It takes the form of this clear telescope that when you look through it is a kaleidoscope of water and light, and also lets you see in a way just how the ley lines are moving through the night sky. And you know that that's your druidic focus and the commitment has been made. You have taken a level in druid.
I'll walk back to the beach.
Take very good care of that.
I will.
As part of the river, it's technically sort of a part of me too.
I'm glad we were able to help you. I'm terribly sorry about yelling at you before. I was a bit, well, you know.
These things happen. It happens. I get it. People sort of forget that spirits have sort of one thing that they can do. And in a moment of intense feeling, I get it, where your friend had passed on and you feel like you failed because you couldn't heal him. It's not your fault.
It is.
And no, it's not,
We're
and
all
it never
trained
was.
by Lady Patera to fulfill duties. All of us, we all had a job. She trained us all to be strong in our own rights so that together we would be unbeatable, and I failed. My job was to heal.
If I know anything about Lady Patera, it's that she did not teach you and train you to be unbeatable, because she knows more than anybody else that no one is. As a witch, and a very powerful one, the Witch of Twilight, and as someone who reflects her stars every night, Lady Patera is a very dear friend to me. Many, many years ago, she knew that the world, that things can happen, and that the world needs people to be aware of this different magic and different spheres that connect and interweave spirits, witches, the countries, nations, political powers, and nature. All of it, there's someone or someones that should be aware. People like you lot, and how she's sort of trained you to be together. She didn't train you to be unbeatable. She trained you to be together. And I don't mean to be critical of what I've seen, but it seems like you were all sort of trying to do your own thing. And you were doing your best, and healing magic does its best when the thing healing magic is meant to heal has already happened. That is the advice I can give to you. As someone who does heal, more like healing status ailments and things like that. But you can't cure a creature of paralysis with magic if they're not paralyzed. You can't bring a creature back to consciousness if they're not already unconscious. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
It's you didn't fail. No one failed. You did everything that you knew well enough to do. And you ran out of magical energy. Core didn't fail. Core succeeded. And he knew, as soon as he drew his steel, that there was a potential for him to sacrifice his life for me and for the rest of you.
Would I be able to have come out at this point near them?
I don't know how far did you walk before you actually went down to the river, Summer?
I didn't want to be within eyeshot sight or earshot
Hmm.
of the town because I didn't want, belligerent
Oh.
drunks walking in or anything.
Oh,
So
so you're way out there.
You went like north
went
of town,
pretty-
probably.
I went
Oh,
pretty
God.
far.
Never mind
I
then.
wanted I wanted to be alone because it was supposed to be like a sacred ceremony.
You need to stop doing the thing that you do to yourself every time even a little thing goes wrong. Things are going to go wrong, Summer Rain. Even well, not a great spirit, but a very potent and important spirit here in Harvonia. I've lost my skin twice. That's like something that spirits of my sort of caliber shouldn't do. Even the first time was like so bad. I ended up sort of destroying the town and flooding everything, and then bad things happened, and luckily there were nice people helping that sort of prevented me from destroying everything to get my skin back.
And I'm glad
Or
that
being
didn't
killed, sacrificed by a witch. That would have been bad too. Things go wrong. Things are going to go wrong. You can't fix everything, but you can do your best, and you need to be okay with having done your best. It's okay to want to have done better, but to beat yourself up and put yourself down is not the right course of action to do. You're a bright boy. Incredibly bright. You could do with learning how to swim. But you're bright, and I think you know. All of your friends, they're doing the absolute best they know how to do. And you're all trying to be so strong for one another. You already all know how strong you are. Don't try to pretend to be more. Don't try to put up a facade when you're feeling badly about something. And don't try to hold yourself to a higher standard when everybody knows you're doing your utmost best to reach that standard.
I'm just afraid that doing my best wouldn't be enough.
Then do better. Don't overthink. Just do better.
Easier said than done for me, specifically.
Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I miss the times when the world was a lot smaller.
Well,
So easy.
the world has always been this big.
Yes, but we didn't know it was.
And that's fine. That's fine. New things happen every day, even in a small world. I'm sure even little trials back when you were children felt big then.
Summer will just kind of chuckle. You're not wrong.
Perspective, Summer Rain. perspective. Again, you'll do fine. You'll be all right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't lose your skin again, please.
Sorry, what?
Don't lose your skin again, please.
No. Why? Why? What? What do you mean by that?
Just don't lose your skin.
Oh,
Please.
don't lose your skin. Sorry, I
Yes,
didn't hear the don't.
lose your Oh,
I didn't
don't
hear the
lose your
don't.
skin again, please.
No, right. All right. Obviously, yes, of course.
Yes. Okay.
I
All right. Good.
be well. I'm going to go. Actually, it's sort of like right around the time I was gonna wait for like the sun to start setting, and then I'm gonna announce myself. I'm the river spirit of Gainswell. Hello,
Oh,
everybody.
um, Before you go, could I maybe have one of those really cool little bottles of water that you made, perhaps?
The one
like
the one that stops you from being drunk.
Yes.
Summer
Please.
Rain, are you planning on getting a little bit tipsy again?
No. What? No. I want
Well, I
to
know you're a
study.
lightweight. I'll give you like 3 of them
Okay.
if they were just for you.
Well, I want him to study. I'm a man of science. I want to know what's going on there.
It's water that's magic, and it's magic because I did it.
Can it be replicated?
Could you replicate it?
Yes. Could I?
No, because you're not the spirit of the river. The reason it works is because I'm the spirit. It's my river. I take water from the river and I put it in a bottle, and then I say, "You're magic now."
But also, you did say that there is science in everything.
Right, and the science of this particular water is that it's my magic water that I made because I made it, and it's magic because it's my magic and I made it. I really don't know how to explain because I'm a
Just
seal.
sounds like a challenge to me. Can I
You
please
can,
have one?
yes, sure. You can you can have one, yeah. And she'll put it in there, and she'll hand you a little vial of this water.
Yes.
And so that water is it's a one-time use. What it is basically it will cure basically any one disease or any one status, or any status effects or diseases affecting one person will be cured.
Is it basically lesser restoration?
It's basically lesser
It
restoration.
sounds more
yes.
like aid.
Aid is what increases your hit point maximum, isn't it?
Aid gives 5
Oh, no, that's
temp
not what I'm
hit
thinking
points.
of. What was I thinking of? I
Yeah,
cast it.
it's lesser restoration, basically.
I am an alchemist. I will figure this out, damn it.
I have faith that you might be able to if it's possible, but I won't say nay, but I truly don't believe that it is possible to replicate. But because then, sort of, what's my whole deal if someone else can do it?
Should I give it back?
No, try it, because I think it would be lovely.
Well, I don't
because-
want to make you obsolete. That would be horrible.
Well, you'd have to do a lot more than that to make me obsolete. I was just sort of being funny.
Okay. All right. Well, next time I see you, I will have this figured out. I
Right.
promise.
See, and do that more. You're smiling again instead of moping. Your whole lot, you all look much better when you're smiling and happy and hopeful.
But I agree. That is true.
Maybe less like stay happy all the time, but stay hopeful. Don't lose hope. Don't let it happen. Hope is such a wonderful thing to have and to hold on to.
All right.
You
I'm
have
gonna go
a
get some sleep. I'm very
yes.
tired.
You have a you don't sleep, you sly dog.
Okay, you caught me. Right. I'm gonna go meditate.
Rest.
But,
Yes, go rest. You have a good rest of your evening, and if you see the others, tell them I'm thinking of them and will be forever.
All right. Well, I'm not flirting, okay? Fuck
And,
off.
and neither is Selkie. She's just being. Selkie is actually just being kind. She's just being like, this is this not just like a normal, wholesome interaction between a man and a woman with no sexual undertones?
Not when you put Summer in it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
Oh.
Summer as a player.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh
All right,
my
and
god.
you as you walk back to the inn, you get a call from your fiance.
She's gonna know.
And then we're gonna put a pin in that and jump back to Lenora and Core, but we're going to take a quick 10-minute break.
Sounds good.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Who
Yeah, at
is
some point
this
I'd like to
Lopeg?
have a conversation with Summer. It can be
Mhm.
whenever.
Yep, I know.
All right. Are we live?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. Corn Lenora. We jump back to you.
Yeah, yeah, Lenora. What do you have to say to that?
um,
Is the music playing for you guys?
No,
Mm-mm.
It's not, but let me
not at all.
refresh.
Oh,
I just,
Yeah, I'll refresh too.
yeah.
I don't, I can see where you're coming from. I just don't know if I have a lot of rules I have to follow. It's not, you know what I'm saying?
I think I do in part. Um, just because you have to follow rules doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable.
I'm not
Sometimes
miserable being a witch. That's not what's making me miserable.
then may I ask what is? Because it seems like sometimes you hate it quite a bit.
Do you know how old Lady Patera is?
I know that she's quite old. I don't know. I couldn't give you a number.
Correct me if I'm wrong, DM. I'm gonna say something. I believe it's in the thousands
I will not
of
correct
years.
you.
And how often have you seen Lady Patera with anyone but us?
Well, she does have her special friend.
Yeah, but I'm going, if and when I take on Lady Patera's position, I'm going to outlive every single one of you. I will have to watch every single one of you die. That is what I hate about it.
Can I offer you some recent perspective? Just because somebody dies doesn't mean they're gone.
Mhm.
I was in the elsewhere when I died. Not that I want to go back any time soon, but it was very peaceful. And Lady Patera was there. And if she can travel there, you can travel there. So
Wait,
just
she's
because we're
there?
gone from, she's there. Well, first of all,
Yeah. Oh.
Champion told us, and
I forgot about that completely.
second of all, the whoever I met there, that was an overwhelming thing. I'll get to that later, but she's there, and if that's where we go when we die, you can visit us anytime you want to. You don't have to be alone. I think, I'm speaking from personal experience, but don't we sometimes choose to be alone?
Maybe you aren't wrong.
I'm just saying I'm not an expert in these things, but at least in the here and now, we have each other. And when I saw your faces, I was just so happy. Honestly. Not dying was not a picnic. It was quite something, but in the end, I was just happy to be there with everybody. Hope you can learn to do that too.
Yes, yeah, so do I. And she'll is Corvus still there?
Yeah. She didn't go anywhere.
All right. I guess we don't need to go looking for them. Or is Lopeg still in the room?
Oh, I meant to only leave him for a moment. Let's go check in on him.
Lopeg's gone. Summer's gone.
Well, we knew Summer was gone.
He's still gone.
Well,
Well, okay.
we can cuddle for a bit. You can be the big spoon.
Oh my god. God damn it. I would prefer not. What? What happened to you when you died? Let's have a drink. I think I need a drink.
Yeah.
Lenore always needs a drink. So, I guess we're going downstairs.
Yeah, I'm thinking Summer's down there because he said he was gonna go get a drink, and I just take him at face value because that's the kind of person Core is.
Yeah. You guys go downstairs? Oh.
Should we be looking for Lopeg? I mean, Summer is supposed to be here. Or what? Where is everyone? Did you all just disperse after you just let them leave?
I think Lopeg might need some time for himself.
For the children! For the children!
I can't blame him. And Summer?
Didn't he say he was downstairs drinking?
He did say
that's
that.
that's what I thought.
Huh. Well, maybe we can go catch up with him.
Yeah,
let's go.
Let's go look for him.
Well, I was just talking as we were walking.
Yeah. You guys get downstairs.
We're gonna interrupt his conversation with Ember.
As you step outside the room, you notice that Moss is no longer sitting outside the door. You go downstairs, and he is also eating like the barest morsel of like what would be considered a meal, and drinking from his own water skin. Didn't pay for beverages or anything. He's sitting by himself. Summer's not down there.
Well, all right.
Maybe he just ran to the restroom real quick.
Possibly. Doubtful, but possibly. And Lenora's gonna walk up to the bartender.
Hey.
Brun. Yeah.
Yep, Brun. How can I help you?
Lenora looks back to Moss. So what's his deal?
Oh, Moss? Well, he's sort of like, from what I understand, he's like one of them woodland guys, ranger.
Uh-huh.
He goes out in the woods and he does stuff. I think his only source of income is when he like takes jobs from the local job board and does adventuring for the guild and stuff, but he always works alone. I noticed that. But from what I can tell, he's like broker than fuck. Super broke guy.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
That's not really okay. Well, let me get some drinks for me and my friend.
Okay. What are you drinking? Ale? Wine?
Sure. Ale is fine.
Ale. 2 ales coming up. That'll be Oh, well, you guys paid super handsomely when you came in, so they're already covered. You're covered. You're good. Here you go.
Oh, are
Could
you
we
sure?
send a ale to Moss over there?
Oh,
Seems like he might
Oh.
need
no.
cheering up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
He don't really drink.
What's
He
wrong
always
with
I don't know. It might be that there's nothing. Might be nothing. Yeah, he don't drink booze. Not that I've noticed. Always sipping out of that water skin he's got.
Maybe that has booze in it, Core.
Oh, good. You've got to stay hydrated.
Hey,
Somehow.
Moss. Hey,
No,
Moss.
wait. Oh.
Hey, that water skin you're always sipping out of, you got booze in there or what? No. It's just water. He says. These folks were sort of curious. They were wondering what the fuck's wrong with you if you ain't drinking booze in a bar. I was sort of wondering the same. He goes, well, I just like water, and booze doesn't really do it for me. I don't like how I feel when I drink liquor
that.
and booze.
It's a horrible life.
Excuse me?
Sorry.
Nah, I think my life is pretty good. I spend a lot of time helping other people, and yeah,
Well, cheers to that then. And she takes her hand.
right. And enjoy your beverages. The morsel of a meal that he's eating, it's not even like an actual like dish. It's like a little like triangle of cheese, like a piece of bread, and that's basically it.
I bet he nibbles on a piece of salad and goes, "Oh, I'm full."
I bet he does.
I
bet he
think he's
does.
I think he's just too poor to afford food.
Wow, Core, how dare you make fun of him for that?
You guys
Well-
are fun. You guys want to sit up at the bar, or you want a table?
A table probably will be best.
I get it. Don't want to hang out with old Brun. That's fine.
Well, I mean, you're taking personal offense to someone not wanting to sit at the bar.
No. I'm kidding. I'm just giving you shit. Go enjoy your table, you two.
And if he's really that poor, maybe send him a meal. If I need to give you money for it, I will. Since you want to throw it in our faces so much that he's poor.
Well, that wasn't my intention, but
You said
Yeah.
it about five times that he is poor.
3. Anyways, yeah, sure. You want to send him something to eat? It'll just be a silver. Something real
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that sounds good. She like, she's like, I got no money, but she's gonna do it anyway.
We poor.
Me and Cora
Right on.
some more.
Your sugar daddies aren't here.
Right on. Cool. Hey, Moss. These kind folks are paying for your food. What do you want? Anything on the menu is good. And he's like, oh, really? Really?
Oh no.
Anything? No, a meal, a full, like, real food. The I'll take a club sandwich.
Club sandwiches.
Extra mayonnaise, please.
Ew. Oh, red flag.
Dude, some people like mayo. Okay.
You don't want a dry sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. He's not gonna put ketchup on a club.
Woof.
Yeah, and that all happens. He gets his food, and he looks at you guys like you're saints as you sit at your table. You can catch him like sneaking glances at both of you, like basically, like his eyes are saying, "I'm so fucking grateful. I love you guys. You guys are awesome." He's like, "I've been so hungry for so long."
Pearl to shoot him a thumbs up. Man, this guy
Lenora will
right.
literally hide her face in her hair as she's drinking from her mug. Like she's just like, please stop.
Yeah, and you guys share a drink together
We do.
as you wait for Summer to return back.
Both
from
of our best friends just disappeared on us.
Hey,
Now you guys know
Like
how
you
it
said, dude.
feels.
Yeah.
like you said, now you know, Summer, he might just have a lot of piss that he's got to take care of. That might just be the thing.
God.
We're gonna boom, smash cut back to Lopeg. And
Yeah,
Hilly.
Lopeg, get it.
Lopeg and Hilly have just entered the Hands for Gainswell orphanage. And a younger woman, like late 20s, maybe early 30s, greets you. And she says, "Oh, hello.
Hi.
Can I help you?"
Yes. Who's in charge?
Well, I guess I sort of am, but I could also go get the matron. But if you're looking to adopt, I can help you with the paperwork.
Oh, God, no. Me and her are not in any position to be adopting right now.
And we're not a couple.
We're not. Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, I didn't mean that to sound I sounded really desperate to admit that we weren't a couple. That's not how I wanted that to sound. But I'm stopping talking.
No, it's okay. It's a good thing you spoke up. I didn't want to give off that impression.
Quite all right. Well, what business do you have with the Hands of Gainswell?
Well, that depends. Firstly, I have food. I don't know how much baked goods you guys get here, but I hope the kids can enjoy all of this. He's gonna hand over the basket of baked goods.
Oh, the little ones will love this. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Secondly, so the kids here, do they just live here? Do they go to school? Are they learning any skills? What's going on here?
We teach them basic reading and writing and manners, and that's about it. And once they turn, once they get to be about 14 or 15, then we start to educate them on more worldly things like cooking or construction and things like that. We have people volunteers from in town teaching how to maintain like the boardwalks along the river and things like that.
Is there any chance I could see your kitchen?
Sure.
I know it's
yeah.
weird. I'm sorry.
Can you, with the sort of
blindfold, can you see the kitchen?
I'll have
Is
to
that
have
pres-
you describe it for me. I
Oh.
still have the blindfold turned on though.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
Okay, yeah, right this way, please. Watch your step.
And Hilly will guide you to follow this woman to the kitchen.
Getting so
Um,
much shit for getting so much attention for being blind, and you have it on.
I also have
They don't
blind
know.
sense and tremor sense. I'm not gonna let them know that.
They see a
That's
blind turtle walking around. They're like, "Ah, fuck."
Yeah,
we
finally
better
someone
help.
treats me right.
And yeah. So you get back to the kitchen, and it's so basic. There's an oven with a stovetop, and a counter. And there's a like one herb hanging rack, and like the smallest ice box you've ever seen.
Oh, all right. Wow. This is what you use to teach them cooking and prepare their meals for them?
Well, as an orphanage, we're mostly by volunteer.
Right.
We don't have exactly a lot of income. So we make do with what we have.
Where did you say the person who owns this place was currently?
She should be right upstairs. She lives on the premise. I can fetch her if you'd like.
That would be wonderful. Or I can go to her, whichever one works best for you guys.
I can fetch her. We don't typically allow visitors not looking to adopt into.
I imagine you don't get many of those. That's fair.
Right. Yeah, precisely. I will be right back.
She's away for like 2.5 minutes. Comes back with a much older woman. She's in her mid-50s, graying hair, and she's got bags under her eyes and wrinkles all abound. And she says,
Can I help you?
Oh, yes, sorry. I was looking at your orphanage, and I came and looked at the kitchen. I also got the kids some baked goods. My lovely Hilly over here baked a lot of the goods, and I thought maybe you guys would enjoy them. They smelled really good.
Thank you.
How long have you owned this orphanage for?
Oh, well, before me, my mother ran the place. My whole life I've lived here and taken after the little ones that come through.
How many little ones do you have currently?
We have 6 below the age of 14 and 2 above. We recently had a runaway.
Oh.
But
What would make them want to run away?
she's always been. I think we're doing quite a good job with as much as we have here, and she's always sort of been a bit. She always mutters something about the river and how the river needs her, and
Selkie?
she runs.
By
Who?
chance? Is her name Selkie by chance or anything like that?
No, her name is
Okay.
Julia.
Julia. Okay. Well, I'll get back to that in a minute. That seems interesting. I just dealt a lot with the river today. It's very weird. Anyways, yeah, this kitchen. This is what you guys are using to prepare their food and, train them in the art of cooking and baking, perhaps.
Baking, no. Sugar is typically quite expensive.
Lil Peg just looks like blown away that they don't teach baking.
We teach like the very basic sort of art of cooking,
Mm.
stews and how to
Stews.
cook meats to not get sick from them.
Oh, I mean, that is good, I guess, to teach them that.
I mean, we're 2 people in charge of 8 children.
How much would you assume that it'd cost to renovate the whole kitchen, add a few more stovetops, probably an icebox, a few baking stations, and hire a couple more staff? If you were to guesstimate a price.
Jeez, I really don't. Hold on. I have some papers that I can look at for price reference for something like that.
I have a friend who loves throwing away money, so this might be perfect.
She scuttles away and comes back with her papers, and she goes,
So, we bought this stove for 3 gold.
Oh, okay.
And we bought. Well, the icebox was sort of built for us by a volunteer.
Oh, good.
And
It's good that the town helps out.
yes, very good. I've loved this town since I was a girl. It has always been so welcoming and kind.
I mean, it's the second town I've ever been to, and it's pretty nice here so far.
You're funny.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, the whole building itself is 3,000 gold, 4,000 gold in total to build a whole house, to furnish it, and everything. But the stove was sort of run down when we got it, and a volunteer fixed it to be working. But if a nicer stove, a brand new one, would run maybe 30 gold, and everything that you're asking about would be how many stoves do you think you'd like to add?
Well, I'd say 3, but that's an odd number. People don't like that. Maybe 4? This is all hypothetical, of course.
Right. Well, hypothetically, a stove, and an oven together would be about 40 gold. And
If I were to acquire 300 gold as a donation to this place, what would that be able to do for you?
oh, dear. Well, of course, like you said, we could renovate our kitchen and have cleaner cooking surfaces. We could get a new icebox. We could sort of maybe get another employee. And, we could replace new beds for the children or new clothes
Real
for the children. Maybe some new books for them to read.
Hilly, I know, we just met. This is a little bit to ask. You said you love baking because it's something that you love, not that you want money from it. I think I could see a very good opportunity of you maybe teaching these kids some baking skills while also being able to bake yourself.
Well, I only keep the bakery open in the morning. If I came here in the afternoons. Yes. Oh. Where would you get 300 gold?
I could probably part with that. I came into some money a while ago. Not too much, not very much, but it's enough. And I think I want to use it for something good.
Well, yes, I would. I would love to help these children.
And I mean, if I were to donate, hypothetically, of course, 300 gold, would it not be too much to ask for maybe a weekly to every 3 days have a letter sent to me, just telling me about how the orphanage is doing?
The younger employee of the orphanage speaks up. She goes,
I could do that. Yes.
Well, perfect. I think, yeah, this is a. No, I might want to get a contract written up for you guys just to save you guys any problems. I have a friend who could do that. He studied at the Merlin Institute. Okay, so
Wow.
I want to make sure we're all in agreement here. Hilly is going to, volunteer some of the times to help the kids with baking, and the kitchen's going to be upgraded. The living quarters, maybe some more clothes. Another person around here to help you guys out. 400 gold for all that sounds good, right?
400.
That should be enough, right, to help all of you?
Didn't you say 3?
Well, yeah, and then I thought about it. You guys have how many kids here?
9? Well, 8 with Julia gone.
As a fellow orphan myself, I know how tough this can be. So I want to
and
make
they
sure
all
that they're
sort
taken
of,
care
they all sort of silently go, "Aw," and look at you with puppy dog eyes.
I'm gonna act like I don't see anything still.
And the two women who run the orphanage, they go, "Oh my, you're a saint,
No,
a saint."
I'm just I used to be a farmer.
What? Of course, 400 gold. We could change the lives of the children forever.
That's all I really want. Yeah, I could give you the money tomorrow. So if you could get a list of things that you want done with that money, to present it to me, and then we can sign a contract, and we can make this all official.
Yes, of course. I'll get right on it. The younger woman rushes away, starts with like a clipboard and a little pen. She starts running around the building, writing things down. She like steps on a squeaky floorboard and writes something down.
We should get
and
that fixed as well. That's awful sounding.
Right.
And the old woman comes up to you and she takes your hand and she goes,
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
It's really no problem at all. I mean, it's better than wasting it on drinking at a tavern.
Quite. You are funny. I like you.
Thanks.
Do visit again.
I mean, I'll be here tomorrow to visit. I'll bring my friends too. We can we can maybe help out for the day.
I would love the children to know the face of the man who helped them so much.
Well, I'd like to have them described to me so I don't forget them.
Yes, quite. All right.
Oh,
we will.
One more thing. Can you make sure tomorrow the girl who's obsessed with the river, can you make sure she's here? Because I have another friend. She's also obsessed with the river as of today. And I think that would be a fun experience for her.
Well, that if we put a job posting up to find her and bring her home, so hopefully I can, I guess, ask the person who took the job, see if they have any news.
It's Moss.
What did the girl look like? describe her for me. That way I can tell my friends so they can look out for her. We're gonna be in town.
Short. Well, actually sort of tall for her age,
Okay.
but a young woman. She's 14, 13, something like that, and she's got this fiery red hair, and she's got these like brownish green eyes
Okay.
and a very very sweet expression all the time, but also very rambunctious.
Well,
And she doesn't speak.
Okay. My friends haven't described anyone that looks like that yet. But I will let them know. And now Hilly knows as well, and she has her stand right by the whole festival, so she could probably see him pretty easily too.
Oh yeah, I'm. If I see something, I will definitely let one of you know.
Perfect. All right.
Just
well,
volunteering Hilly for all this stuff.
well, we should be off now. We gotta get back to the festival. You gotta enjoy a little bit of the festival before you go back to baking. I have an idea. Hilly, I need you to come with me.
Oh, okay. Where are we going?
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Met this turtle literally an hour ago, and he's already dragging her around the city.
Lopeg makes
volunteering
friends really fast, okay?
her.
Okay.
Is this friends or?
Where are we going, Lopeg?
I think you should meet my friends. They're really cool, and they're always lately they're very sad, but you seem to bring out the happiness in everyone around you. So I think you should meet them. Maybe they'll become happy too.
She
That's so cute.
she like blushes so hard.
Is this the equivalent of meeting the parents?
Yeah.
And
She's like, they sound great. I'd love to meet them.
Drinks on me. If you do you drink?
Occasionally, but not often.
Okay. Well,
What?
whatever you decide to drink, on me.
Thank you. Thank you. And maybe after introductions, would you want to go around the festival with me?
Yeah, I haven't actually been able to enjoy the festival yet, so that could be a really fun time. I don't really know where anything is either, so this is a really good experience for me.
Perfect. Now, where are your friends?
Lopeg's gonna try to remember how to get there. He saw how to get to here from the stand, so he's gonna go from the stand and figure out how to get from the stand back to the tavern.
make a wisdom check. Flat wisdom. Oh yeah. With a 19, yeah, you do it. She's very impressed. She's like, "Oh, are you really blind?"
Yeah, I was born blind. But I have a really good sense. Like, I can hear really good. Like, you sound healthy by the way that your heart's beating. So I can hear pretty well.
She her heartbeat quickens.
Sorry, was that an invasion of privacy? I'm still learning about those things. I have not been taught that very well. I'm sorry.
Well, her heartbeat quickens as she blushes because she realizes that you've been able to hear her heartbeat pick up every time you've done something unbelievably kind.
Well, should we let's go meet my friends.
Right.
And you guys enter. Boom, smash cut back to summer. You're on the phone with your wife. Fiance.
We have to make that clarification every time.
She calls you
and just says, "Hello,
Hello, love.
Summer. How? Oh, you have you been playing in the creek?"
Yes, actually, it was great. I,
Oh.
you, I, I did it,
You did
and
it?
that I understand the book.
Huh.
I did
Oh!
the right, the ritual.
Oh, and oh my goodness!
Yes, I,
Oh my!
I'm still processing all of it.
Oh, my love,
but-
that's so wonderful.
I knew you would be happy about
I'm
that.
so happy for you. And oh, and you're oh, did you try swimming?
Still working on that one.
But you tried.
I failed, is what happened, but
Oh, but you didn't drown, because you're here.
almost did. Almost did.
Oh.
Today's been really crazy. It
what-
was, lots of things. There was a river spirit, and she was missing her skin, and we had to go find it, and it turned out that it was a witch that was stole it and was trying to claim the power, so we fought the witch, and Kor died, but now Kor is not
Oh my
dead.
God.
Kor is back alive. I
Oh.
almost drowned in the water, but then everyone was, traumatized and sad, so I decided to go to the river to try to, become a druid, because I need to become more powerful if I'm going to keep them all safe. So I did the ritual, and he just...
And she hangs on every single word. And she goes,
Summer, breathe.
Yes. Breathing is good.
Kor died
Yes.
and then was brought back to life.
Also, yes.
What a day.
Aha.
I am.
That was not fun.
I
That was really not fun.
can't
And like
imagine
all
it
of the
was.
the emotions of watching Cord die just kind of floods back into
Oh,
him. He's like,
as his
"Ah."
face changes, she goes,
oh, honey, I didn't mean to. I'm.
No,
I-
it's okay. It's still is
I-
very fresh in my mind. That was horrible.
So
Please
sorry.
don't die. Please don't die ever. I don't. Never again.
Well, I mean, we're both as elves. We are both very long lived.
Good. Very good.
I'm.
Huh.
My love, you don't have to worry about me. I'm perfectly safe and perfectly healthy. We miss you very much. Dog keeps telling
I
me
miss you
how
too.
he wants to take you out for a drink. He's had a breakthrough with fixing
Oh.
the stones.
Oh.
Um,
Yes, enough about me and my crazy day. How are you? How's the business? How is Dog? How is his family?
Dog and his daughter are good. We're keeping them paid. We're keeping everyone paid.
Very good.
Business is going well. We've sold some more, and we've got the final prototype. Not prototype, the final product actually shipping for real at the end of the week.
Oh my. That's
And
wow, very soon. Okay. Fantastic.
and we've already received some of the less than stellar prototypes as the recalls. We've received some of those back, and we have replaced them. Things are going well. Things are going well. My father wants to see you.
Yes. Haha. Still very nervous about that.
Don't be. Don't be.
Uh,
He knows that you love me, and he knows that I love you.
He's also very big and important, and I am not.
You are. You're very big and important to me, Summer. And to this business. Harvonia is going to change because of you. You're doing something incredible.
That is Yet to be determined. Oh, also, and I'll pull out the little vial. I have this, and I'm super excited to try to figure out how it works. The spirit that gave it to me, told me that only she could make it, but I see that as a challenge. I want to replicate this. It cures diseases. It acts as like the lesser restoration spell. It's quite fascinating.
Oh. Oh, wow.
And I have a sample now, so we can use it to try to replicate.
Oh my goodness. So much in just a day.
Huh. It has all been a day.
Yes,
Wow.
we talked earlier, like
We did.
like 4 hours ago.
Oh, it's been less than a day that all this happened. Oh, goodness gracious, I need to rest.
Please.
Huh.
Please send everyone my love.
Okay, yes, I will.
Okay. Go rest.
All right. I love you.
Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye, sweetheart.
Goodbye.
And everybody starts to sort of converge on the tavern all at once.
Oh. Well, they are all. What?
Oh, hello.
Where did you guys go?
I
Lopek's
thought
walking
you
in,
were all
holding her
going to
hand
be
to guide her.
Oh.
Wait, what? Oh?
You said you were just
Summer
getting-
is about to
getting
say,
a
like...
drink.
I thought,
Who's
Hi.
this?
Who? I'm Summer.
Hilly,
Who is
this
this?
is my brother Summer, this is my brother Cor, and this is my sister Lenora.
It's
Hello.
Everyone, Hilly.
Hi. Hi.
She shakes your hand, Summer.
I'm Hilly.
Can I finish my booze and then like raise my hand for another one?
Uh-huh.
Did I
She
miss
goes-
something?
I have no idea.
She
I'm
runs
just
a
as lost as
bakery
you.
stand outside. She makes incredible pastries.
Oh,
But I went there and
yeah.
I sniffed out the pastries, found her, and she's
You
really
found
good
her.
at making people happy. So I figured you guys could use that in your life right now because you guys have been pretty sad today.
You
Lopek,
seem very happy.
you
Been a
seem so
big
happy.
day.
It's been so.
As
Hilly,
he's talking, I'm
Cor-
studying her. I'm watching her reactions to what he says.
She's like nervous because suddenly there's a lot of pressure on her to make everybody in the room happy. She's like fidgeting a little, like with like the waist of her like dress. She's like sort of fiddling with the seam. And she says,
right. Please do, if you guys are in town for long, stop by the bakery and I'll bake you something special for each of you. And,
And
Has
if
Lopek
Lopeg
been
said that
dragging
you'll-
you around? Just
Sounds about right, honestly.
no,
we met at the
He asked
bakery
for-
stand.
yep.
Uh-huh.
And he asked for directions to, the Hands for Gainswell, the orphanage.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Being that he's blind, I felt I should guide him.
It's good
And-
too. I would have got lost.
Well, I'm glad you.
I'm gonna
I'm glad
look at
you didn't.
Lenora.
I'm glad you didn't. And oh, your friend is quite generous.
Is he?
True philanthropist, I might say.
Oh.
That's
right.
what we've always said. Lopeg the lamp.
Yes.
I can't even say it.
It's
This
all right,
is my
Cor, we still love you.
this is my educated friend Summer here. Summer, I need you to write up a contract.
Oh, making business deals, are we?
I'm investing, I guess. I'm giving the orphanage here like 400 gold to try to revamp it for the kids. But I want to make sure that so they don't get in trouble later, we have a contract to kind of cover everyone's bases.
All right. Immediately pulls out his book and starts.
So, Hilly,
Yes.
so exactly how did you guys met at your bakery stand and then how
Lopek's just nodding next to her.
How is he are you okay? Like is he bothering you at all?
What do you mean?
What?
He's been nothing but wonderful.
Yeah. Wait. Thank you. I haven't done anything wrong.
No, I'm just curious because you know, she was selling things at her bakery stand and then you took her to an orphanage?
Well,
He
I
bought
bought it.
everything he had. I
Yeah.
had.
So she had free time,
Oh.
and now she can
Wait, you
enjoy the
bought everything?
festival.
Right. Okay.
Right. Would you guys like to come with us?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, I definitely would.
Hilly was gonna show me around the festival.
Well, was that an
Mhm.
invitation for all of us or
You can tag
Oh.
along.
Oh, I don't know. I thought you two were gonna go and have a good time.
What? Oh, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I gotta wake up extra early. I'm gonna help her get her
Oh.
baking done.
Okay, so you already have plans to be together tomorrow.
Well, I bought out all of her baking goods, and she hasn't quite figured out how to
Mhm.
make like the perfect Danish pastry yet.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna help her with that.
Your
Lenora
Danish
is
are
now
truly
looking at
incredible.
Summer like, what is happening? Lenora's looking between Summer and Core and just being like, what the fuck?
Summer finishes the contract extremely quickly. This is very exciting. You have incredible baking skills if this man likes your baked goods. First of all, that's all I have to say about that. Second of all, I need to make a call. I will be right back. And he's gonna get up and go call
Alright.
Ember.
He leaves
Oh.
often. That's just Summer.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, we
Um,
both thought you were in the room and actually you were gone.
Well, you guys were having a
Lopek.
deep conversation, and he went and got a drink. So I just climbed out the window and decided to go wander off for a bit.
You
Literally
You know,
left for 5
blind?
minutes.
Climbed out the window blind?
I'm really good on my feet.
Yeah, I don't know that you
Yours.
needed to hold your hand to get here, but
You're really
Yeah.
something.
No.
You're really something.
I did. It helped me a lot guiding.
yes.
Yes.
Roll a
Yes.
deception check.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Lopeg is now also blushing.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
damn.
Oh, I
Pretty
forgot
good.
-2.
Oh,
Yeah.
-2.
Here, let me roll a d20.
I'll do an insight check for frenzies.
Dang,
She-
I'm good.
she's not- Yeah, she does not catch on.
Even with a very uncharismatic character, I can lie.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
we can go and well, I guess when Summer finishes whatever he went off to do again, we can go
Oh,
Yeah.
enjoy the festival.
Summer's engaged, but his fiance isn't here.
Oh.
She's
Very
running his
cool. Is that-
company. He's an inventor.
is that? Oh, wow.
Yep.
And what do you two do? For work?
She is very powerful. She's a
Uh-huh.
powerful person.
Go ahead. Yes. Exactly what do I do, Lopeg?
She takes care
Yes,
of all of
Lopeg,
us.
what do we do?
She's kind of like the
take-
glue that holds this whole
The glue.
whole thing together.
Hmm. Yes. I'm totally not a witch or anything.
You got upset when you found out that we were telling people that.
Well, this is just
You're a witch.
this is your friend, Lopeg.
You're a witch. That's so cool.
She's trained by one of the greatest
then-
too.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, maybe I'll hear about that another time. Do you know Sarah?
Well, you didn't hear what Cord does. Do I
Lopeg's
know
gonna kind of
who?
choke for a second when that name was mentioned.
Who is it? Again?
Sarah, she's the witch here in Gainswell.
No, I don't think I've heard of her.
Deception check.
Yep. Please, please, please.
Oh my god, it was
Yeah.
almost a 16. Fuck.
Oh, hold on.
Do you have an inspiration?
No, I haven't been given an inspiration.
Oh no.
I'm not a good enough RPer to get inspiration,
well, if-
apparently.
I suppose if you're not on good terms with her, I understand. She wasn't very nice to me the last time we interacted.
What'd she do to you?
She took a pastry from the shelf without paying for it, chewed it and spit it out, and said it was the most vile thing she's ever tasted.
Lopeg
God,
has
I
been
can
feeling a
see.
little guilty about what he did in the cave, but the guilt is kind of gone now.
Just watching Lopek's
That
face.
is truly awful. I'm really sorry to hear that.
Well, it was the batch of Danishes that I screwed up.
I doubt they
Oh,
were
there's
screwed
no-
up.
No excuse to spit it out.
I suppose.
She's gonna be teaching the kids at the orphanage how to bake.
That's right,
Oh.
yes.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. And what do you do for work, Mr. Core?
I hid things.
Really hard.
Oh, is he a bodyguard of sorts?
Something of that nature,
Was-
yes.
A soldier?
Bodyguard is probably more accurate, but
Ah,
for my friends, yeah.
He's been an
I've been-
adventurer.
I've been hearing him called a hero a lot lately, actually.
No, I'm not a hero.
He is kind of like
Just
a hero.
Just a normal person, just like anybody else.
Just like I'm a normal person, right, Core?
You are a normal person.
Yes, of course.
Lopeg, your friends seem wonderful.
They are. Most of the time, they're really fun to be around.
I'm having a great time.
Lenora's gonna finish yet another beer. Do I need to make any checks?
Would you like to, or would you just like to be a little tipsy? Already.
Just,
I don't.
Just
It's up to
fun
you.
tipsy.
I think 3 beers deep, I think you're starting to feel it.
You guys
Um,
stay here, entertain Hilly. I'm gonna go check on Summer real quick and get him back to us. He's missing out.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm just gonna
Um,
walk away.
Yeah, we're gonna smash cut to Summer.
Immediately call Ember the second I get out the door.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Hello, I'm back. More things have happened. So remember, sort of that idea that I was running by you and Dog about starting that foundation for Lopeg?
Oh, yes.
Plans
Yes.
have moved forward. We're doing that now. So it's perfect because next week our product drops. So be sure that you take the 20% that I had specified for the Lopeg Foundation and put that into his foundation. And I will need...
So cute.
How are we going to do this? There needs to be funding sent to Gainswell. He just started a fun helping charity for an orphanage. Sorry, I'm very excited about all of this. So I think he has several people under the employee that will be paid. So we need them. Also, he said he's donating 400, but I would like to match his donation as well. So I will need that forwarded to Gainswell as well.
Okay.
I've already drawn the contract up. I've ensured that all of the expenses and charity that is donated is gone to the correct sources. What else? Yes, I need the charity up and running.
Summer.
Yes. Sorry.
I will take care of it. I will take care of it.
Okay.
You said
Thank you.
400 gold sent to Gainswell to match Lopeg's 400?
Yes.
Why don't we make it an even 5?
Okay.
And we'll bring his up to 5 as well. We'll make it an even 1,000 gold from both parties.
All right. So 600 from us and 400 from him. Perfect.
Yes.
All right.
And we will have everything going perfectly smooth, okay?
All right. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Lopeg.
Hi.
He sees as Lopeg pops into frame.
You gotta meet
hi.
someone. I'm gonna grab the stone from Summer.
I
Oh
think
dear.
I won't make a save this time.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just like too surprised.
We have a new friend.
Oh, that's lovely.
And I'm gonna run back over to Hilly.
Okay, all right. I'll follow.
Hilly sees the sending stone that projects image, and her mind is fucking blown. She's like,
As Lopeg is like showing everybody, like, hey, look, and introducing Ember to everyone, I'm gonna pull one out because I have one set remaining, and I'm gonna hand one to her, and I'll be like, this is the beginning of your business deal with Lopeg.
Oh,
Well, all right.
Very-
This is his fiance.
oh, hello. It's very nice to meet you, ma'am. My name is Hildebrandt. You can call me Hilly if you'd like.
and Ember is,
Oh, it's lovely to meet you, Hilly.
Oh, is this the famous Imba?
Have you guys
Cor,
not met her yet?
You must be Cor.
I am.
And wait, we haven't met.
I don't
Shit.
believe so.
Summer,
this
what
through.
the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Summer?
Ha!
You know, I
Well,
also haven't met
you
you.
are
Hilly, I
more
need you to sign this
beautiful than
contract.
Celeste.
And you must be Lenora.
Oh, yes.
So wonderful to meet you. You really are beautiful.
I completely forgot.
She's putting on the fakest smile ever right now. It is the fakest one you can possibly imagine.
Core's gonna pinch her under the table.
Hey!
Nice.
Oh my. Nice to meet you.
Oh, likewise. Oh my goodness, I have heard so much about all of you from Summer.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm surprised it took this long to be introduced.
You know, Lopeg, it seems to be me and Corbin left out of a lot of things, actually.
I haven't left you out of
Uh-oh.
anything.
Summer.
Going off, jumping out the window, and then Summer going off and doing something.
I am
Saying he was going for a drink and
totally-
then leaving.
Totally
and then
fine. Everything's
you come back
fine.
with a random girl. Sorry, Hilly, but you are random. And
But-
I honestly have no
fair,
idea what's
that's
going
fair.
on. And my best friend failed to introduce me to his fiance. Very interesting.
Right. Well,
Well, anyway,
we're meeting now, and I truly hope that we can become the best of friends. I happen to love Summer very much. And if you're all family to him, that means you're all family to me.
Well, I'm
well,
glad.
Emba, it's a true pleasure to meet you.
I'm sorry.
By the way, how do I say it when, I'm sorry to hear about your loss, but Cor, I'm also very glad you are alive.
I am too. Yes, I am too.
Lenora pats you on the shoulder like, yeah, you are too, yes.
Well, it is beginning to get late. There
Yes,
are some...
Sorry about just calling
No,
you.
It's
out
okay.
of the blue.
I will get everything set up exactly like how you asked me to.
Okay, great.
You have nothing to worry about, my love.
Right. Thank you again.
You're very welcome. Cor, Lenora. Oh, I'm so happy to have met you. Sorry, I'm very happy. She's smiling so wide, she can't stop smiling. She's having a hard time not smiling. She's like, truly, I'm so pleased to meet. When are you guys leaving Gainswell?
I
In a
was
Couple of days, I think.
I was actually hoping to talk to you all about that. What if we stayed till the end of the festival?
Well,
Oh.
You would remember that you do have about until the end of the festival to find a replacement witch.
We have to do the thing for.
I have to
for-
find a find a thing.
We-
I have to
we'll
find.
Replacement.
work on that. We'll work on that tomorrow.
Little
Anyways,
pig.
Right now,
there's
Peg?
someone
now,
that we need to
we're
look out
drinking
for.
and relaxing and recovering.
What?
We'll
Oh,
worry
yes.
about that tomorrow.
There's a lost
yes,
orphan.
Julia. Her name is. Howie
She's-
says.
Good night, Ember. Sleep well. I love you.
Good night. I love you.
Short, red hair, doesn't
Wait,
speak.
Greenish brown
wait,
eyes.
Summer, didn't a girl sign to you earlier with Moss? Moss.
That would
Is
do
Moss
it.
still here?
Moss is still here.
Moss.
Oh yes, the one that I paid
Um,
for the room
um,
for.
That
Yes.
girl who was with you. What's her name?
A very serious look on his face. Why would you like to know?
We
Why are
don't
you being
have
so
ill
secretive about it?
intent. We don't have ill. I paid for your room, sir. We're not bad.
I understand.
She kind of swivels
I
in
just-
her chair and
I
it's like,
take my work very seriously. I hope you do understand.
If it concerns
Yes,
this
she is-
girl, I'd like to know because she goes to the orphanage and I want to make sure she's safe.
I will say that I was tasked by the orphanage.
Really?
You were
Music every time.
tasked by the orphanage.
I was tasked by the orphanage to find a girl and recover her
Mm-hmm.
and bring her back safely.
I'm gonna inside check that.
yeah,
go
I'm gonna
for
do
it.
that as well.
Go for it.
Actually,
Ah, damn.
Nice.
Nat
Ooh,
20.
natural
Yeah,
20.
both of you, even on a crit, it gets higher than a or damn
Jeez.
low peg.
Seriously, low peg.
Yeah, he's on the level. He's on the up and up for sure. He's telling the truth. It's just that you get the feeling that when you asked about the girl that he was in charge of protecting, he's like that kind of guy who's like, if my task was collecting herbs for somebody in the middle of the woods, then I'm gonna do that to the best of my ability. And if anybody tries to stop me, like him doing his job is the most important thing to him. So it's like he doesn't know you guys. He knows that you've paid for room and food, but that could just be to butter him up because maybe you want to get to the girl. He's just taking everything, like probably a little bit too much so, but he's very protective over his work.
I'll be right back. I forgot something in a room I have to grab. I want to show Hilly it. Give me 1 second, guys.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I sense that you are a man of integrity, and you put your entire self into the work that you do, and I respect you for that. I can assure you that we have no ill intent towards you or the girl. We were simply we heard about her and were trying to ensure that you meant well as well.
Yes, of course. I mean well. I was given a job to do, and I intend to do it. I intend to
Did-
see it through.
Did she willingly come back with you?
It took a bit of persuading. I told her that so she seems to think that the river needs her for some reason.
Just gonna look over at
Yeah,
Lenora.
Look at Lenora.
And
Oh,
She was reticent to return to the orphanage because they don't take trips to the river often because not many of the children know how to swim.
That is very important to learn. That is a skill that is very, very important.
Quite.
Mm.
And
Unless you get
I-
kissed by ever the spirit, then it's fine.
I what? What?
Nothing.
Even
Ignore
Summer
me.
is confused.
I promised her that I would come back at least once a month to take her to the river.
This might sound odd, but has she shown any signs of magical ability at all?
Hmm. Sorry, hold on, I'm chewing.
You need to make different playlists,
Yeah, no kidding.
This is the Gainswell playlist.
but you need to have like a serious playlist, a sad playlist, and then the Gainswell playlist of
The
the banjo
emotion
music.
playlist.
Fine, you
Yeah.
want the emotion playlist? Here you go. This is the emotional moments playlist.
It's all just
Um,
sad.
It is
Always
mostly
emotional
sad.
moments.
It is mostly sad. But so he goes with the like woodland creatures, I've noticed they almost seem to respond to her hand signs. And aside from that, sometimes if I sign to her a joke, her laugh sort of leaves a lasting headache.
She cackles.
Um,
Real quick, while you guys are talking, I ran upstairs. Is there a heartbeat in that room they went into?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna return downstairs.
do you... Can I speak with her?
Perhaps in the morning, once I've
Fair enough.
completed my work. I'll be taking
Okay.
her across town to the orphanage tomorrow.
That's
Well,
where
maybe
we're
I'll
going.
speak to her there.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll speak to her there. Then that's fine.
wonderful. Sure. Just, you know. Again, by the way, summer, right?
Yes.
I thank you for the lodging for the night.
It's
And
not a problem.
and I didn't catch your names.
Oh, what?
Gore, nice to meet you.
Lenora.
Lenora. Well, I suppose, as you know, my name is Moss.
I'm Lopek,
thank you.
and this is Hilly.
Lopeg. And Hilly, I believe I've been to your bakery.
Oh, you lucky.
She's very good. But, no, you two. Lenora and Cor, thank you. I haven't exactly eaten, well in, 2 weeks? 3 weeks? A while?
Well, I'm supposing there's not a lot to do, like jobs and things of that nature around here.
Yeah, what is a wood
Oh,
elf doing here?
living.
Well, I mean, it's not really woodsy.
Well,
I'm an astral elf, and it's not really very astrally here.
you're a what?
He's one of a kind. Three of a kind.
The space elf was another word I guess you could use.
Space elf?
Long story.
Oh.
Anyways, I'm not where I normally am.
Well,
Elves travel.
yeah, but I met the wood elves in the Great Woods, and I don't think I've seen any outside of the Great Woods.
Right. If we leave the forest, we lose our connection to immortality.
Oh,
Being that I've already been alive for, nigh on 600 years, I thought might be time to, get out in the world and see a bit of it and die.
well,
Hmm.
Just do
I've
me a
lived a
favor
good
and
life.
don't do that yet, because we just met you.
Sure.
I've experienced enough death for a long time.
Well, it's not like I didn't plan on going out and jumping off a building or running headfirst into a band of barbarians.
Good. Because, I mean, now
No,
you're our friend because you've associated yourself with us. So now that you're our friend, we need you around to make memories with.
Right. Right. Good.
Uh,
You're a very positive individual.
I try.
You have no idea.
Well, I'm sure I'll get an idea and I'm sure we'll meet again, even after tomorrow.
Well, I mean, by Lopeg's logic, we have to.
We have to. Right.
I mean, you're sleeping right by us. We'll see you in the morning.
True. That is true.
And then we're going to go to the
On a
orphanage
stack.
together. By the way, guys, I volunteered you to come to the orphanage with me tomorrow. We're going to meet the kids and kind of help out around for a little bit.
Well, it kills two birds with one stone because we needed to speak with the girl. Oh, also, Hilly, while they're all discussing, can you please sign right here? Please read through it and ensure that everything is all right. And I'll hand her the contract.
She's just volunteering occasionally.
Oh, well, you said you wanted to protect them. This will protect them.
She doesn't
It's-
own the orphanage, I don't believe.
It has nothing to do with orphanage being owned. It has to do with the payroll.
Oh, I wasn't going to take a wage.
It's already written up, so it's
You
fine.
do deserve to be paid. I smelt your
I
goods.
agree.
You have incredible goods. They deserve to be paid for.
Just because you aren't doing it for the money doesn't mean that you don't. God damn it! It doesn't mean that you don't get to make some money. And it's my way of contributing. So
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'll take a look. I'll take a look. She reads through it and initials and signs where she needs to. And there you are, sir.
thank you.
Mr. Moss. This girl that you must bring back to the orphanage have you or she had time to enjoy the festival?
Good idea.
And Moss goes, the festival? No, I suppose not, but I have work to do, and she's like, well, that you can do. She's a child. She deserves to have fun.
I'm gonna nudge Summer, be like, pay the man to fucking take this kid out. Pay them to go out.
Hilly,
Uh.
you have the kindest and softest demeanor out of everyone here. Do you think maybe you could talk to the girl and convince her? If it's okay with Mr. Moss.
What, convince her to leave her room?
Well, the way I see it is Moss has a job to do, and to do his job, he would have to accompany her. So if we bring her with us, he would have to accompany us. Isn't that correct, Mr. Moss?
It would be more so if I decide to accompany you, then I would have to bring the girl with me.
Do you ever have any fun? I
No.
mean, well, then
We'll
start
pay.
today.
We'll pay for
My-
you.
Respect that.
Sounds good. I will retrieve the girl.
We'll pay for you.
I know the way to people's
dime.
hearts.
On a dime. Just, it sounds good.
He goes upstairs and he grabs Julia, and she sort of looks at all of you nervously, and she signs hello.
Hi. It's nice to meet you. I'm Lopeg.
She
Love, I can't.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, do you have the
that's
thing
right.
turned on?
Yeah,
None
he
of,
has
no
he
one
had it.
knows, but yes.
She sort of like does like this with her eyes and looks up at Moss and signs to him, and he signs back, and then she smiles and basically just saying like, yes, he said hello, and it, everybody's glad to meet you and everything. And this girl looks to everyone else and signs hello, and she looks at you, Lenora.
Uh-huh.
And she just is looking at you like just in awe, like good awe, like wow. And
Lenora's just gonna go like this, like really awkwardly
she
wave.
she rubs her skin and signs something to Moss, and Moss looks at you and he goes, forgive her, she's young and inexperienced. She's wondering why you are blue.
Oh,
She ate a lot of blueberries growing up.
Lopeg, don't lie to children.
She laughs. So she's not deaf. She's not
Yeah,
deaf.
she's
just
mute.
mute. And she laughs.
Really?
and-
When I was still in the womb, I was touched by a spirit.
And she goes wide-eyed, and she looks like really happy, and she goes, she like points at herself and basically signs to you, me too, me too, me too, me too, me too, me too.
By who?
She
Which-
she has no idea, but she just says me too.
Lopeg's gonna kneel down in front of her. I heard you're interested in the water. Do you know the water spirit?
And she looks and she signs, and Moss translates, and he goes, she asks, what water spirit?
There's a spirit of the river here. That happens to be one of our good friends.
Oh, and she like kid in the candy shop smiling like holy cow, for real? Like for real? And she's like bouncing up and down, and she's signing at Moss, and he says to you first before translating what she says. He goes, if this is a trick.
Oh, I assure you, it's not a trick. I'll
It
hold up
definitely is
one of
not.
the vials that she gave me.
Like it's a vial of
Just
water.
Yeah. She's
Vial of-
extremely powerful, and she happens to be looking for a new assistant.
Do you, by chance, know any girls who really like the water around here who might be an assistant to her? Might want to be an assistant?
And Julia, she like jumps up and down, and she's just like pointing at herself. And she's like giggling just uncontrollably. Hold on one second. Everybody here, okay. Colin 1, Joseph 2, Maki 3, Lopeg 4.
Fuck, she capped, didn't she?
Okay, yeah. Core, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure.
The
Do I
DC
see
is
this? Would I
yes.
recognize this? Okay.
Oh yeah,
I'd
the
be like,
DC is 12.
Calm down. Oh no.
Yep.
Oh
That
Christ.
tracks.
You might
Oh,
want to be
whoops.
careful when you laugh.
You take 1 point of psychic
That's-
damage.
Just are you okay, Core?
Oh, she
oh.
looks at you and she covers her mouth. And she
Summer is just
finds-
going to
I'm
start
s-
laughing and just be like, she's perfect.
Just
Uh,
like you.
Okay, Summer, I want you to roll another intelligence check to learn sign language
Oh boy.
because she's signed a lot more words now. That'll do it.
20.
Yeah, you just learned sign language.
Nice.
Can I add that to my languages?
Yeah, if it's an option to add.
I doubt. There might be a custom.
I think there's custom.
Oh.
You know,
Um,
we might be able to put in a good word for you with the spirit of the
So-
river, but
Okay.
you have to come and join us at the festival for the night and have the time of your life.
and she's jumping up and down, and she tugs at Moss, and she's like signing like please, please, please. And Moss looks at the rest of you like, you promised to pay me. And he goes,
I'll pull out my wallet and start looking through at some gold.
he goes, right. Right. Then I suppose the time of our lives it is. And the four of you, soft footfalls on a mossy forest floor, a young girl, witch in the making potentially named Julia, and the baker, Hildebrandt, all enjoy a truly wonderful night enjoying the Gainswell Tide Festival. You guys see a fishing tournament with some of the biggest fish you've ever seen, and Eamon, the bard that you guys were hanging out with just earlier, he is up on stage. Fun fact about Eamon, he is proficient in every single musical instrument that is available to be proficient with, and so he's up there with one of those big contraptions, like the stomping cymbals on
The
his feet,
one-man
and
band stuff.
yes, the one man band shit. He's doing it, and people are loving it. And eventually he stops and he does.
Now, I have a question for everyone in the crowd. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how the fuck did he do that? How can you pick a peck of pickled peppers if the pickled peppers aren't pickled yet when they're on the plant? If you can pick a peck of peppers, then you can take them and pickle them. But you can't pick a peck of pickled peppers. Think about it.
Summer is having a crisis.
I'm gonna run up to him real quick and hand him a silver. Hey, can you play something that we can all dance to?
Yeah.
What's the dance with?
I'm gonna toss him a silver and tell.
And he bites it, and then he winks at you, and then he puts down the one man band because he knows that's very gimmicky, and starts playing. He pulls out his banjo. And
There it is.
I'm gonna push Cora into Lenora and grab Hilly by the hand and start dancing.
and Hilly dances with you, and she is
Oh.
baffled by how you're able to not run into absolutely everyone or step on her toes.
Yep, this whole blind thing is
Um,
really going out the window this episode.
And she is having a wonderful time with a large turtle.
Cora, I pushed you into Lenora. You better start dancing.
I don't know.
Yep.
Yo!
bad.
Get a 0.
Real
Two.
bad.
Cora's such a bad dancer that I'm like, no, I can't do this. Wait, let
Summer
me see how.
will
Sorry, I
grab the
stepped
little
on your
girl and
foot.
start dancing with the girl.
Aw.
And Moss will be like, but he vigilantly keeping an eye on you. And Julia.
Can I grab Moss and start dancing with him when I get him to dance?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Lenora will do that.
You abandoned Core?
Cora's
Core's
rolled a
fine.
0.
He is also terrible at dancing.
Oh my gosh. Howard,
He's
he's so bad at dancing.
Hold on. You caught me by surprise. Let me try again.
try again. How do you try again at dancing?
You do it better than you did it before, and
Oh, okay. Oh,
see, like
Okay.
this, like
I'm
this.
gonna try again too.
And no, instead he leads you instead of you trying to lead him.
Yep,
Woof.
that fits.
And it's terrible.
Amazing.
It's
It's
except he's right with it, and then you're suddenly like okay, you're both the type of dancers where he has to be leading in order to be a good dancer, and you have to be leading in order to be a good dancer, but you both can't lead in a line dance because there's very much there very much is a leader in that dance.
Yeah.
And he actually laughs, lets out a laugh, and it's probably the first time he's laughed in like years, decades.
Lenora,
Maybe centuries.
green flag. For the love of
He
God.
goes-
He likes
goes-
mayo.
He
He likes mayo. Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
okay,
That is
listen.
the turnoff for
If you've
Lenora.
been, if you are poor your whole life and have never had like a not dry sandwich, and then you discover mayo one day, but then you're deprived of mayo for like another 100 years, you're gonna love mayo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're gonna remember that one time you had bomb ass mayo. Shout out to all my mayo lovers out there. Dip your fries in that shit. Dip your
His-
fries
love-
in that
yeah.
shit. It's so
Ketchup
good.
and mayo is,
mayo.
is where it's at.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's fry
what does he
sauce.
say?
He
Oh,
looks at
sauce,
you and he goes, "Now who's terrible?"
I'm trying my best, but
Hey.
you were all over the place.
All over the place. I'm trying to lead.
Well, I don't do well with that.
Ah, a leader. I see. Well, perhaps we can try a dance where we can both lead.
Okay, sure.
And he starts to do a square dance.
This is so country bumpkin shit.
Yeah, he is a country bump. Like he
Look
left
at
the
town we're
Greatwood.
in.
He
Yeah.
left the Greatwood and then settled in Banjo Valley.
Okay, so am I running another performance?
Yeah.
But
What
I'll
is he
roll
at?
one as well?
I'll roll a performance even though my thing is horrible.
Same.
Fuck.
Wait, do I
Okay,
have
you know
guidance?
what?
I have guidance.
know
I'm
what?
gonna cast guidance on myself. I'm dancing with a little kid.
Here's a Lenora roll again.
Okay.
I should have given us advantage because we are helping each other.
Well, I rolled a 14, so.
Okay.
Damn.
Me and Mopeg are
Holy
not doing
fuck.
good.
None of
Perhaps
us
we'll
are
just
good.
perhaps and he's having fun being terrible for the first time in forever. And Julia is like stomping the fuck out of your toes, Summer. Um,
I think it's
she's
supposed
having-
to look like terrible if you're dancing with a kid. You're just having fun.
yeah,
true.
she's having a fucking blast, and
That's all
Hilly
that matters.
Hilly is having a fantastic time, and
It's so cute.
it's all so good. And this is what the Gainswell Tide Festival is all about, ladies and gentlemen.
I think
It's about
Very-
coming together and making friends. And then everything changed when the Fire Nation. I'm just kidding.
Oh my
I want to point out before we continue, we can no longer use the word advantage for the rest of the stream. It was banned. Our
What?
chat has banned the word advantage. We can't have advantage for the rest of the stream.
Oh, Ophi
Oh.
banned the word advantage.
Roll at
Why
Gooder.
did you do that?
Evil.
Why?
That is why.
I
Why?
love it. I love it.
So well, yeah. As you guys are all dancing, all of a sudden in the fountain that is in the center of this dancing area, Selkie shoots out from the center of this fountain in a beautiful burst of water, and she introduces herself to the village.
she says, "Hello, hello everyone. Sorry to intrude. It's very good to meet you all, and it's me, the spirit of the river.
She's
name-
so awkward.
My name is Selkie, and I've been away. Well, I've been here, but I've been away, like, sort of out of the public eye for a really long time, and now I'm back because I have to sort of tell you guys a story." And she tells the story of how a naive spirit who had a festival in her name decided that after many, many years of not attending the festival, that she wanted to come out and celebrate with everyone. And in that celebration, she lost something very, very important to her and very important to her station as a spirit. And in losing it, it was collected by a witch who sought to steal power from the river and claim control over Selkie's domain as a spirit and the joy of the festival and the livelihood of the town, as well as the station of being the witch of the river. And she told the story of how a group of 4 incredibly brave adventurers who had just happened to be passing through town put aside everything that they were doing to help Selkie, or to help this river spirit, and defeat this evil witch. And in the process, she regales how one of the bravest warriors she ever seen laid his life down to protect the spirit and his allies, his family and friends, only to be brought back by the greatest magic of all. The power of a mother's love, and how she, and everyone tells everyone the story, and how that all being said, she now needs, in order not to die, she lays this out very clear for everyone. She goes, "So, that all being said, it's a true story, and perhaps the heroes are here, and perhaps they're not anymore." She looks at you, Core, and winks.
Not
And
obvious.
I'm
she
gonna
goes,
I'm gonna sign over to the little girl. I forgot
Uh-huh.
her name.
Julia.
Julia. I'm gonna sign over to Julia and just be like, "That's her."
And she is just staring, like, oh my god, because she's like floating in like a sphere of water that's like swirling around her and shit as she's telling this story.
I'm gonna
And-
cast shape water on the well to kind of grab an orb of water and have it circle around and do fancy tricks all around Julia, and kind of drag her attention to Selkie and have Selkie's attention drawn to her as well, just to kind of connect those two.
Yeah. And yeah, just like that. She goes, Selkie says, "And that all being said, since, well, I suppose I don't have to really sugarcoat it with the form of a story. Seraphine was an evil witch. She tried to kill me and tried to usurp power over everyone in the town and take over the festival and do truly terrible, awful, bad things. She's dead. That being said, we need a new witch of Gainswell, because if we don't have one in, sort of close to 48 hours, I'm dead. And then the river dies too. And
I'm gonna just gently put my hand on Julia's shoulder and cast guidance, and just kind of push her. Just be like,
And Selkie has felt that Julia was here. She saw Lopeg's water trick, and she feels Summer cast magic on her. She sees her, and she just smiles so warmly, and she goes, and I think we might have found our witch. And she signs at Julia. She signs to Julia. Basically, how are you, little one? What's your name? And they have a conversation. Everybody in the town is singing and cheering and dancing and drinking. And Eamon is making more tips than he's ever made in his life. And Moss is actually smiling, still drinking just water. He's having a very good time, and he is glad to have made friends, probably for the first time in 500 years.
I'll hand him 2 gold and be like, there you go.
Thank you, Summer. Not just for the gold, but convincing me to get out.
Sometimes we all need a bit of convincing to change our minds.
Very true. Very true.
I have something for all of us to try. I hope you guys can bear with me on this one. It came to my mind while watching the water. Someone find me an orange.
An orange?
An orange.
An orange?
Like
Okay.
I
fruit.
have one of these. I'll pull out a good berry.
That'll work. I'm gonna grab a good berry.
I'll flick it to you.
I'm going to cast shape water again to grab some of the water out. Grab a bowl from one of the empty tables.
Wait, when did he learn all this?
Shh.
Shush, just let it happen.
And I'm going to kind of freeze the water enough to make like shaved ice in the bowl, and then squeeze the berry to get the juices dripping all over it.
Shaved ice.
And
Did
just
Lil Pig just invent shaved ice?
and at one hand, I saw that I could freeze it. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And I want to hand one to Hilly and then hand one to everyone else.
Yeah, totally. Because you're using the juice of one good berry, I'm gonna say it doesn't have any of like the spell effects. But it does taste. It is very sweet and it does taste good. And Hilly just looks at you, like, what other surprises do you have?
I'm
I
gonna
don't
look
even know
down
yet.
at my satchel of 9 other good berries and look up at Lopeg, and we're gonna make like eye contact. I'm gonna be like,
Yes. Yes.
yes.
And Hilly goes, well, how's one more surprise? And she just gives you a quick little peck on the cheek.
Lopeg is going to freeze completely and start blushing.
And she giggles and just sort of holds on to your arm. And that's, I think, gonna be a good place to stop the Gainswell arc.
Bravo.
Yeah, that was really good.
Well done, everybody.
That's so good.
How do you
Lenora
feel?
and Cora are still as lonely as ever.
I tried. I tried to help.
Well,
Try to help
thank
with
you.
what?
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I hope every day for the rest of your lives are beautiful and wonderful and filled with music and good berries and water spirits and getting quick pecks on the cheek from the people you like. Consensually, of course. Yeah, I just hope everybody has a incredibly wonderful experience.
You can catch
next
us
time.
next week. I think we're
Yes.
doing this campaign once again.
Yep,
You can catch
episode
us on
6.
our Twitch at _ rolling twice with dice.
Why do we advertise ourselves? We can't say it.
Nah, I'll say it. I'll say it.
Don't do it.
It's
Banned.
banned. It got banned.
It's bad. You can't do it.
Yeah, you can find us on YouTube. at the same name that you can find us here on Twitch. You can find us here on Twitch at the name that's at the very bottom of the video. Catch us next week for episode 6 of Open Doors to Twilight. Thank you for tuning in to episode 5, part of what it means to be a witch.
Nice.
We will see you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.